everybody, welcome to Impossible Coin. My name is Brian Cartwright. Unfortunately, Champagne Fresca could not be here today.
Thank absolute fuck.
From what I understand, Champagne Fresca has jury duty?
Jury duty.
Jury duty.
In January.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Look, Tegan, the wheels of justice never stop spinning. And that's partly why we're here. Because we're here to spin the wheels of video game justice. This is week 1 of Game of the Year. And I think we got 6 categories today.
I believe right now we have 6 categories, yes. There's a lot to go through on week 1.
Okay.
That normally we would say for week 2, but we're doing it week 1 this week.
Yeah, so let's see here. What do we got this week? Best Sound Design. Yoko Taro presents Best Soundtrack or Best Bop.
Mm-hmm.
Best New Character.
Mm-hmm.
Kyoto Animation presents Best Girl Waifu. Best Boy Husbando. And Best Art.
Yep.
All right. I think there are certainly some horses in this race and dogs in this fight. So I suppose we should get to it. Rocky, you ready to go?
Yes, in this particular scenario.
So y'all know our format, dear listeners. If you're just joining us from, we do kind of like a round robin format where one of us tries to remove something in a completely reasonable fashion and then somebody else just flips a table and acts like a child. Same format this week. Rotating removal, rotating table flipping, and child liking. I guess we start with best sound design. Who would like to be the first reasonable one so that the other 2 of us can start acting like children?
Yep. That's how it goes. Yeah, so for best sound design, we have Pokemon Sword and Shield, or Shield, I guess. Cadence of Hyrule, Monster Hunter Iceborne, Sayonara Wild Hearts, Days Gone, My Time at Portia, Luigi's Mansion 3, and Grindstone.
I hear word that Grindstone was a late entry.
Yeah, it was a very late entry, literally while I was reading the list.
It's not allowed? That's okay.
But that's okay. I think it's allowed. It made it in before I got to it, so I'll let it count.
I feel like that might set a dangerous precedent, but okay.
I mean, it'll set a fun precedent. It'll add a bit of mystery. Where is the end of the list? No one knows. Not even the person reading the list.
For sure.
Hello, Rico. He's got some things to say about soundtracks because he gets to listen to them.
Well, we're not talking about fucking soundtracks. That was the argument from 2 years ago, Tegan.
That was the argument for 2 years ago. You are correct. That's why we broke this thing up. I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna slide in, and I'm gonna cut Days Gone.
No argument.
I'm okay with that.
Happy trails.
Bye, Days Gone.
Nice. Bye, Days Gone. You made it onto the list, which is more than a lot of other games could say. Good, motor sounds, I guess? I don't know how you want to describe
Good motor sounds. 10
Good
out of
motor
10.
sounds. It sounded like a car and stuff. And, being able to hear the, zombies and stuff coming up was creepy. But, there's some better sound design here this year. That's all.
Okay. I feel like I should have thought a bit harder about this.
I mean, probably, but that's why it's fun.
You know what? Feeling a little frisky. I'm gonna cut Monster Hunter Iceborne.
Whoa!
Yeah,
really?
I like Monster Hunter Iceborne because I think it does a lot with ambient sound, but to be honest, Iceborne specifically doesn't do a lot that's different from Monster Hunter World proper. And there are other games that I'd rather celebrate on this particular list, so I'm okay with cutting it right now.
All right.
Fair enough, I guess. I almost just crossed off games. Like an absolute buffoon. The wrong
Brian,
game.
what do you want to do here, man?
I want to cut My Time at Portia.
Did you play My Time at Portia?
No.
Okay, so My Time at Portia doesn't obviously have like a ton of music in it. Instead, it's got a ton of like natural sounds, and it was very reminiscent to me of like those good Breath of the Wild sounds. You hear all the crops like rustling in the breeze. The mining feels really solid, like when, as far as like when you're digging stuff out and whatever. So like, I don't know. May I offer up instead, and this is where I think Rocky's going to jump down my throat, Sayonara Wild Hearts.
I don't want that to happen. I don't know. The sound design in Sayonara Wild Hearts is legit amazing. I mean, the soundtrack is also amazing, which is something I want to differentiate here. But the way that not only the track, but the way that the sound effects move with your actions, like, it's integral to the game's, like, feedback loop. Like, you play the game, and, like, it's essentially like dragging and, like, hitting a single button. Those are your controls. But the way that the game uses sound to not only, like, build to, but confirm, like, what actions you're supposed to make.
My experience with it, Rocky, because this is something that I fucked with through Apple Arcade, is that the sound design in Sayonara Wild Hearts does something rare in rhythm games. It makes a rhythm game more accessible.
Yes.
Ooh.
Because a lot of times, if you don't have, like, innate rhythm, if you're that guy who's snapping on the ones and threes, you usually just die in rhythm games and go, fuck me, this isn't fun. Sayonara Wild Hearts uses sound design as kind of like a safety bumper to, like, teach the player, like, when to respond.
That's right. I would defend Sayonara's Wild Hearts' use of sound design because it's a lot more than just, like, aesthetic. Like, it's integral to the game's design, and it makes the game better. And I think that's what we should celebrate here.
Well, I think that's fair then.
I'd offer...
Like, at that point, I think I lost. So I'm good with cutting My Time at Portia.
Okay. Tegan, I don't envy your next cut.
That's okay. No one ever envies my cuts. They're always tough. I'm gonna do something bold here. I'm gonna do something bold. I'm gonna cut Cadence of Hyrule.
This is not gonna be smart, and I apologize in advance, but can I offer you Pokemon Sword and Shield over Cadence of Hyrule?
Rocky,
sure?
I want to make the case for cutting Cadence of Hyrule.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. I want to hear it.
Okay. Everything that we just talked about, why Sayonara Wild Hearts does good sound design, are things that Cadence of Hyrule could have done, but didn't.
Accurate.
When we think about the way that Sayonara Wild Hearts uses sound design to onboard and teach the player, what Cadence of Hyrule's response is, for players who don't necessarily have a response in rhythm games or a history of rhythm games, the way Cadence of Hyrule treats those players is to say, fuck it, just turn the rhythm off and treat this as a turn-based strategy game.
That is true.
That's fun, but it's not necessarily as fun. Rhythm is what drives that experience, and Sayonara Wild Hearts is like getting people to play the game the way the game is intended by creating natural bumpers, and Cadence of Hyrule's response is to instead say, turn off the rhythm.
You can turn off the rhythm part of this rhythm game and instead just do the adventure part of this rhythm game.
Right. And it's like, and when I think about what this developer has previously accomplished as far as sound design in like the context of like Crypt of the Necrodancer with like individual tracks, ducking in and out of music as like on-screen elements are introduced, like, for example, like here's this track with and without the shopkeeper on screen, that kind of thing. The same kind of cool things are happening here, but I think that there wasn't necessarily cool things that were introduced that facilitated play or necessarily felt like Nintendo choices. I know that's a weird turn of phrase and it probably sounds like cheating, but like I feel like the most Nintendo part of it was the IP used. Like, okay, it's like, okay, this looks like Zelda, this sounds like Zelda, but it plays and feels entirely like Crypt of the Necrodancer. And I think that in a rhythm game, the place where you most could have made it feel like a Nintendo game would have been the sound design. But I don't know. I could be I'm speaking out of turn, but you wanted to fight for it and you wanted to kill something else. Tell us about killing Pokemon Sword and Shield.
I think Pokemon Sword and Shield's use of sound design is entirely aesthetic. I don't think they use sound to, like, specifically augment the play experience. I mean, the ambient sounds are believable. I really feel like I was in fake Britain, running around in this giant field, or in these various places I was in, and, like, it made me feel like I was there, which is an important part of, like, the Pokemon fantasy, but I don't think it changed gameplay at all. And so I think it'd be a better cut in this particular place.
I think both Cadence of Hyrule and Sword and Shield honestly will be served better in the best soundtrack segment, because I think that's where their strengths are ultimately. But I did enjoy, like, you don't get those ambient sounds in older Pokemon
That's
games.
also true.
You get, like, occasional puddle splashes in, like, some of the more recent ones, and, like, some sound of rain, but it's part of the soundtrack. Whereas in this one, it was the first one that they kind of pulled those sounds as separate pieces and kept them out of the soundtrack portion and made them sound design.
Okay. Let me poke around a bit. Brian, can you talk to me about the sound design in Grindstone?
So, Grindstone is a puzzle game where you are like a little barbarian dude. And you can start moving, killing little monsters, and you can move from one space to the next space to continue killing monsters if the monsters are the same color. And if you kill more than 10 monsters at a time, it will generate what's called a grindstone, which will then allow you to, at some point during your chain of monster killing, switch from one color of monster to another color of monster. The longer the chain of monsters you kill before the end of your chain will change the size of your grindstone. There are also littered throughout the maps things like mini-boss monsters, which require a certain number of other monsters be killed before you can kill them. So, like, you might have a mini-boss whose number is 20, meaning that he can only be killed if you've killed 20 monsters before touching him. And other things like treasure chests, little wooden gates, portals to special levels, and the way you move around the map in this, like, slide finger puzzle game, every one of those interactions has, like, a different oral response. Like, as your chain gets longer, you can hear the escalating sound as your little barbarian kills more and more dudes. If you switch during your chain from, like, say, killing dudes to opening a treasure chest, there's this incredibly satisfying sound as it's like, you know, slash, squish, you know, open sound of, like, loot hitting ground, like heavy thud of, like, items and maybe gold if there was gold in there, and then more slash squish afterwards. And it's the way that it delivers it, because you'll be sitting there in the level which has got totally satisfying music, hanging there, listening to these like very nice, warm, ambient sounds. And then you like draw your path on the game board that you're going to travel as the barbarian, and then say go, and then get the response. It's one of those like rare games where, having played it enough, you could tell entirely what's happening by just the way the sound responds once you've like hit go. Like, it communicates everything on screen so well. Like, everything has such a unique sound. The little like ancillary experiences within the game are also communicated well with sound. Like, there is an inn in the game that your barbarian returns to in order to refill his health if he is injured, or to get blueprints translated, or to build new equipment. And the various shopkeepers on the 3 different floors of the inn have like great little ambient sounds for when you encounter them. And like, overall, it's never a sound design that is intrusive. It's only additive. But we generally ask this question, tell me about something, when we have our axe out. We're trying to make a choice because I'm trying to figure out what somebody's going to fight harder for. Is that where we are?
Not yet. Just trying to see what pieces I have on the board. Because it's Tegan's cut. That's the thing. I need to offer something to Tegan that she's willing to cut.
Right. I'm just trying to figure out what you're going to be offering.
No, I get that. And I totally understand. My answer's not yet. But I don't think I have other moves here. Go ahead and cut Cadence of Hyrule.
Okay. See, Brian, here's the thing. Rocky does strategy, and I don't do shit. I fight on passion
alone. And it
alone.
makes Tegan difficult to bargain with.
I'm the worst kind of anime fan.
Shit. What do I do here? Tegan, talk to me about Luigi's Mansion 3.
Okay, so Luigi's Mansion 3 is obviously like the next Luigi's Mansion game. It's super fun. The introduction of Gooigi, it adds a whole new flavor profile to the ambient noises of the spooky haunted hotel. So you've got all your classic Luigi's Mansion sounds, your drawers opening and shutting, your thunderstorms sort of stuff, your gold bars clunking around, which is always great. But you also have now Gooigi. And if you are playing with a partner, or if you have Gooigi out, he squishes, and he sounds like, you know the sound where like you throw Jell-O onto a plate? It's that. But the squish sounds are textured on every surface. So he squishes slightly differently on carpet than he does on the nice tile, than he does when he, like, gets in the water and, like, slurps down the drain. When you use Gooigi to, like, go through the pipes, he makes this really satisfying slime sound. I don't know how to describe it other than, like, a slime sound. It's creepy and nasty, but also, like, the perfect sound for him to make. Yeah, it's gross. It's gross, but it's good. And without those sorts of sounds in the game done the way they are, it wouldn't be as compelling an environment.
I get that. I'd like to cut Pokemon Sword or Shield.
Okay. I think this is okay at this point. Like, they should do this more in future games. And also they should be given a longer development time.
Okay, so our top 3 are Sayonara Wild Hearts, Grindstone, and Luigi's Mansion 3 for best sound design. Yes, Brian?
I feel like I'm getting a bye here.
He thinks that we're being nice to him by allowing Grindstone to survive to the top 3.
Yeah, I feel like I'm getting a bye here.
I don't think so, because I think part of the game's sound design is to communicate what's going on in the game. And if Grindstone does that good a job, where you can set a path and then like close your eyes and you know exactly what is happening, that's super important. These other games can't really do that. They can tell you sort of like where you are in the world, but they can't tell you what's going on. I don't think it's the top sound design game here, but I do think it deserves to be in the top 3.
I think the top sound design game here is Sayonara Wild Hearts.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure that nobody was leaning back on Grindstone.
Do you want us to lean harder on Grindstone? And I can, argue that Sword and Shield, introduces the Pokemon sounds into the wild, so you know sort of what Pokemon is around, but that only really works with Pikachu and Eevee, who actually say their fucking names.
Oh, actually, there is a particular type of nerd that memorizes all the Pokemon cries. It's a lot.
I mean, yeah, and that's me, but that's only because I hear them so much. I'm not doing it on purpose, I'm doing it because I'm exposed.
Okay, so, the winner of the Impossible Coin Award for Best Sound Design is Sayonara Wild Hearts.
Which one's second place?
We don't do that, Tegan.
Oh, we don't do that. You're right. I forgot. In the week we've been off, I forgot.
Yeah.
I am a fool.
Yeah, and for those of you who are new to our show, there is one place where we do ranking, which is in our last week, where we will provide you a ranked list of 10 for Game of the Year.
And that is where all the blood comes out. It's Cutthroat. Yeah. It's one of my favorite shows.
Okay, so our next category, presented by Yoko Taro, is Best Soundtrack, aka Best Bop or Best OST. The nominees are Death Stranding, Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers, Yuppie Psycho, Pokemon Sword and or Shield, Astral Chain, Sayonara Wild Hearts, Cadence of Hyrule, Deltarune Chapter 1, and Devil May Cry 5.
This might be my hardest category.
Sounds like fun.
I don't think I can do this one. Can I just close my eyes and you tell me when it's over? Because all of my children will be slaughtered.
Tegan, you gotta play the game. That's the important part.
Did we read all the nominees?
Oh, wait, hold on. I think I might...
Did you skip one?
I'm sorry, Grindstone is also here.
Oh my goodness. And Grindstone is also here.
God damn it. I'm very bad at life.
This is amazing. Brian, we love you and we support you, and this is great radio.
Okay.
These are all links.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, they're all links.
Do any of these lead to pornography?
None of them.
No, they all.
So what is even the point?
They link to
soundtracks. Jesus Christ, dude, to pornography? Come on.
Does Grindstone go to pornography? I'm
afraid
afraid
none of them do.
Why would I?
No, it goes to YouTube. We're good. I just opened up the Grindstone one just to see, and I can get into this.
Okay. So, for my first cut, I'm actually going to try to cut Grindstone.
I don't know. I heard 10 seconds of backpack, and I don't know about that.
Okay, Tegan, is there something that you'd like to offer in exchange?
Not really. I'd say maybe, could I maybe offer you Astral Chain in exchange? I do believe you added it, but I
do like Astral Chain. I think it has weaker moments throughout its playlist, but it has some serious tracks.
I mean, it does have some serious tracks, but also it is just Astral Chain, and I don't know that I would listen to that soundtrack, the entire soundtrack, outside of
maybe not
the game.
Okay,
you know?
Brian,
I have a radical idea.
Yeah,
I kind of want to float a question.
Okay.
Are there any soundtracks here that you would describe in the words of Dave Lang as unassailable?
Yes, unassailable means that it can't be attacked. It is beyond reproach.
Right, that you're okay, this is an all-time banger. This is the shit that's real. Is there anything here that you would say is an unassailable soundtrack?
Yeah. Yeah.
What would you guys say are the unassailable soundtracks?
Brian, you don't get that information right now. At least not from me.
I mean, he could have that information.
I'm asking for that information.
I understand.
Remember last year, I think it was where when we agreed that something was unassailable, we gave it auto immunity and put it in the top 3. I think that's what he's trying to figure out, if there's any we can just eliminate his top 3 material.
Then I'd like for him to say it with his chest.
Well, I said it with my chest, and my chest is bigger than Brian's, so.
I think we're going to have to get the tape out on that one, but I don't know for sure. Well, Brian, is that what you're offering? Are you considering unassailable playlist status for one of the soundtracks here?
Well, the reason I asked that is that Toby Fox is kind of a genius, and
he's here in at least 2 places.
Right, and that's kind of what I want to find out, is that Toby Fox is kind of a fucking genius. And, like, as far as I know, he's only entirely responsible for one soundtrack on this list. True. But I wanted to find out if that soundtrack needs to be fucking protected.
I would argue yes. And I say that having probably 19 different remixes of Field of Hopes and Dreams on my Spotify playlist currently.
I would say that Toby Fox's work doesn't need our protection. It can fend for itself.
Oh my god. Okay. All right.
Okay. Saraki doesn't want to do it. That's fair.
Okay. So, because we're going to have to make cuts anyways.
Yeah, we're going to have to make cuts.
Brian, can you talk about Grindstone while I try to listen to this soundtrack? Like, I usually do my research, but you know what? Like, I missed this link. That's on me.
But I'm an Arizona trash bag, and that's where we are. I don't know. It bops. There you go. Like,
I mean, you're not wrong. It does
bop. A lot
bop.
of these bop, Brian.
It's got, like, a neat sort of, not entirely 8-bit quality to it that I was really digging.
It sounds like you're a crunchy motherfucker on an adventure. Like,
yeah, it does.
Okay.
It really does.
For context, there are a couple of games on this list that also fit that category. I would suggest Pokemon Sword and Shield and Cadence of Hyrule, and honestly also Deltarune Chapter 1. Do you believe that Grindstone should take one of their spots?
dude, if you want to cut fucking Grindstone, fuck.
No,
cut
that's not what I'm
Grindstone.
saying.
Nope. I think you could safely cut Pokemon Sword and Shield because the real bop is in the gym battle themes, not in like the overworld stuff or the different city sounds or anything like that. It's the battle themes and the gym battle themes.
Okay.
That's where like Pokemon Sword and Shield shines. With like the cheering in the background and the whole thing, like that's the bread and butter of that argument.
I can accept
there.
that. I will cut Pokemon Sword and Shield instead.
Okay. Good job though, Toby.
Dude's really swinging for the fences.
He really is. I can't wait to upload this one so that people can see all of have access to like the soundtrack this year. That'll be fun.
Actually, yeah, I'm excited for this. Is that Patreon only, Brian? Okay.
Yes.
It is. Patreon only. You can see us arguing about this stuff. Well, you can hear us argue about it, but you can also follow along with our arguments.
Brian, it's your cut next.
Yeah, one second. I'm going to click a link here. Because there is a soundtrack I know nothing about.
Which one is it?
Devil May Cry.
Oh, good luck, homie.
Oh, God. It's just... Have you ever heard a Devil May Cry game? It's just that, but turned up.
Oh, okay.
It's so fun. It's just good fun. Oh my goodness, it's ridiculous. It's over the top. It's like...
It is butt rock, all right.
It is butt rock, but it's like good. It's perfect for killing tons of inhumane monsters too, honestly.
Let's see here. Let's click this link. This is the most exciting radio.
It is the most exciting radio. People gotta know what you're looking at. What you're listening to.
I'm looking at Shadowbringers.
Shadowbringers, I can't argue about. It's like some Final Fantasy music. That's for sure.
That's exactly what it fucking is.
Yeah.
It sure is Final Fantasy music. That's like saying Kingdom Hearts music is sure Kingdom Hearts.
All right. One second, because this one links to fucking Spotify as if everybody was a Spotify member.
Well, it's free. Like, you don't need a membership.
I'm not going to give those trash bags any information about myself. But don't worry. There's a whole world out there. There we go. There's the Yuppie Psycho soundtrack, and I don't have to give anybody any information.
I gave them information about myself. People already know enough about me.
Ooh, this is fucking... Man, this fucks
Oh
hard,
my god,
Rocky.
Brian, I've been trying to tell you
the
for
Yuppie Psycho
months!
one
Okay,
really
whatever,
does.
it's fine. I'm over it.
It really does fucking rock. You're correct.
This fucks hard.
It does fuck
Damn
hard.
it, Brian! Ah! Okay, I'm done.
What if we... Hey, Rocky, what if we give Yuppie Psycho diplomatic immunity
It doesn't
on this
need
one?
it.
It doesn't need it because it's good.
I'm definitely in this category, specifically in this category, it's like, if he dies, he dies. And that's it. And it's gonna be a valiant death against any of these fucking soundtracks. So whatever.
They're all good. God. Why do we have so many good
Because
soundtracks?
2019
Stop it.
fucking slapped in video game music. Don't at me.
God. Why'd they do this to us? It's so hard. Makes our job
It
so
really
hard.
does, yeah.
I don't want to have to work.
Okay, so looking at the stuff which is here, there is a lot of stuff which is really good, and this is a terrible thing that we're doing. And we're bad people.
We're bad
I said
people.
that like 10 minutes
told
ago.
you
Why
my
does no one
children-
listen to me? Like, Brian thinks I'm fronting all
My
the
children
time.
were here. You are
I am
fronting all the
not.
time.
The format of
Don't
this
lie.
program is that we are bad people.
And I even put the links because, Tegan, there is an alternate universe where there's a more jackass version of Rocky out there who didn't put links on, like, any of these. And, like, Brian would have looked at, like, Yuppie Psycho, whatever, I bet the music was whack. And he just would have slashed it. And it would have been a crime against music everywhere. But, like, now we just gotta make the real hard choices.
We do. We gotta make the real hard choices.
Okay, well then, like, looking at what's here and having eaten at the buffet, I feel like the thing that should go, and this is a radical choice, and I want you to walk with me on this journey
Okay.
before you say the words fuck off,
Uh-huh.
is Cadence of Hyrule.
Fuck off, but also you're right. You're right and you should say it and I'm mad
Brian?
about it. Cadence of Hyrule had such an opportunity to be the fucking greatest thing on this list, and it didn't because everything else is so good!
Brian,
mad about it.
I'm gonna walk with you before I say fuck off.
Oh, well, I already said fuck off, but I will still walk with you.
Okay. Alright. Damn.
I'm gonna cry.
Who would have fucking thought that the year that we got a Legend of Zelda rhythm game, that it would not fuck the hardest?
Right? It should have fucked the hardest.
Yeah, I mean, on paper, sure, that totally makes sense, guys.
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, this is like one of those old 90s video game ads where they take, like, a photo from the 50s, and, like, there's a guy in a chalkboard, and he's, like, pointing at the chalkboard, and it's like, it's just math, you know?
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, Zelda plus rhythm, it's just math. And you're like, what did you do? What did you know what? I gotta go add something to biggest disappointment.
Really? That's where you're at right now.
No, think about it, guys. I just think, like, because it occurs to me that, like, biggest disappointment is not a conversation about whether or not a game is good or bad.
It's whether or not we had high hopes for it and it crushed us.
It is a conversation about scale of expectations versus.
So right now,
delivery.
Brian is arguing that it is the biggest disappointment, not the biggest disappointment. I get that. Like, fine.
Yeah. It is a large disappointment, but it may not be the biggest disappointment.
You can add to the category. Fuck off,
yeah,
Brian. You can
you
cut
can see,
Astral Chain. Like, holy shit. Like, oh man, I think
right.
Cadence of Hyrule can stand to be in this category a bit longer. Man. I mean, Astral Chain's music is really good. It is really fucking good. But honestly, it's like a 90 track list, and like maybe 20 of them are great. And they are legitimately some of the best music that came out this year, but like there's a lot of filler. And the filler is necessary because of the pace of the game. Like, you can't be running at fucking 210 BPM the whole fucking game. But like,
Oh my god, you could though. Have you listened to the Devil May Cry soundtrack? You
Tegan,
fucking can.
Okay, Rocky, does the Astral Chain soundtrack make you more or less horny than the Bayonetta soundtrack?
Less because it's Bayonetta. Because I get to look at Bayonetta the whole time. I didn't play with the Femme Avatar. Maybe if I played with the Femme Avatar, I'd feel differently about it. No, I wouldn't. It's still fucking Bayonetta, Brian. Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying that the soundtrack to Bayonetta is fucking incredible. And part of, like, one of the things that I love about a platinum action game is a soundtrack that absolutely tears and destroys.
The format of the soundtrack, really, is that every zone has 2 tracks. Cadence of Hyrule is 3 tracks. But when you're exploring the area, doing your investigations or whatever, when you're doing combat, and, like, the, like, softer version after you've completed the stage. Like, that's generally the format. And then there's, like, specific named encounters, usually for characters like Yosef or Jenna. And then there's anime transformation butt rock, which are, like, homunculus alpha through gamma, I want to say. And then there's, like, the opening theme and the closing theme. So the opening theme, closing theme, named characters, 3 tracks per zone. Like, what it is that, like, you get, like, the prelude in the investigation phase. Like, you get the track, and the track is good. And then they turn it up 100 BPM and add, like, guitars, like, wailing guitars, and now you're fighting. And then they turn it back down as you're leaving, as you get ready for the next mission. It's a beautiful formula. It's fucking incredible. Same thing with, like, fucking Cadence of Hyrule, which is where, like, you're in the stage, there are monsters, fight them off. A version of the theme, you've killed all the monsters, but you're still here, and we still have music.
It's just calmer.
They have, like, a crunchy, like, 8-bit version of the same theme whenever you pause the game. Then they have boss fight tracks. It's also a really good formula, and it weaves into itself very well. It could be really cheap, or it could be very well executed, and I think Cadence of Hyrule did that really well. Cadence of Hyrule actually did that a bit better than Astral Chain, even though Astral Chain used a larger production on their end. But Cadence of Hyrule hits the notes better. I'd rather cut Astral here, I think.
Okay, so your argument is that my cut of Cadence of Hyrule should not happen and you're offering Astral Chain. Okay. So, alright, I'm down.
Thank you for your cooperation. But Tegan, it's your cut. And honestly, I'd understand it if you cut Cadence of Hyrule right now.
Yeah, there's too many good songs. There's too many good dings! Stop it! Stop making good music.
Tegan, you stop that right now. Everyone, you're doing beautiful.
Only make, like, 10 good OSTs a year, please.
Tegan, we're literally looking at 10 good OSTs right now.
I know! We need to stop it! Yeah, I'm good. Astral Chain, Cadence of Hyrule, yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I preemptively cut Cadence of Hyrule because I was so convinced, so, like, I'm cool with keeping it.
Yeah, so this isn't going to be fun. This is...
No, okay. It's not.
For anyone who doesn't have the show doc because you're not giving to our Patreon, there are Death Stranding, Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers, Yuppie Psycho, Sayonara Wild Hearts, Deltarune Chapter 1, Devil May Cry 5, and Grindstone. That's where we're at.
That's where we're at.
So Death Stranding's soundtrack is actually a fucking masterpiece.
It is, right? It is! It's so good!
It's real
Final
good.
Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers is Final Fantasy music, full orchestra. They go up, they go down, it's lit. Yuppie Psycho is maybe one of the best 16-bit soundtracks I've ever heard in my fucking life. Sayonara Wild Hearts probably should have been Album of the Year. I'm still mad at the Game Awards for not giving it its due.
You know what? I think that's a fair criticism.
Oh,
Rocky.
God damn it. I was so angry. Deltarune Chapter 1 is Toby Fox losing his goddamn mind on the track. But in a good way, not in the Kanye way. Devil May Cry 5 is 4 hours of incredible butt rock. Like, Jesus Christ, it's 4 hours. And Grindstone, which I am still listening to, is excellent music that I could definitely kill things to for hours.
Yup. It's a chill-out murder paradise.
I don't want to do this. I have to do this.
You have to do this. Only you. The Avatar.
I'll put it this way. I feel like we are at a point where there is an obvious cut. There is a next cut. So, were it me, I would still feel like this
Save your cut. Because it's your turn, you're going to have to go next. Yeah. I want to try to cut Devil May Cry 5. I know that doesn't feel good. I totally get it. That makes sense.
I want to say okay, but like without that soundtrack, that game's not as good. That is definitely true,
but this isn't saying that like this isn't a incredible soundtrack. We're not removing the soundtrack from the game. Like that's not what's happening. Yeah. Like we're looking at all the music that came out this year, and we're trying to find out what is the absolute best soundtrack.
Yeah, the Devil May Cry soundtrack is honestly like the stuff of like Naruto fight AMVs. Like,
oh fuck. Yes,
you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh my god.
God, that's its own like genre of music right there. Is just like, would you make a Naruto fight AMV to this song? It's
the worst part about it, the thing that I actually hate about Devil May Cry 5 soundtrack right now is that if it came out like 3 years earlier, if this soundtrack was the soundtrack to Devil May Cry 4, it would have defined a generation.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
There's so much going on now, and like it just it just doesn't happen to be the best this year, and that fucking sucks.
Okay. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Okay. Oh, I hate it.
Brian, was that your obvious cut?
Okay. No, thank Christ.
You're welcome.
Oh, God, what's your obvious cut?
Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers.
Fight me, Brian. Let's go. Like, I'm so serious, bro. Brian, we're going to go to war. There's no way. And the thing is that, like, there's 80 billion tracks, and I know that you haven't listened to all of them. And, like, there's a couple that I'd like to highlight for you right now, which is, like, Insatiable, the Innocence theme, whose name I can't remember right now. There's a track that's called Amaro. Actually, anything with Amaro in the title is just fucking fantastic.
Okay. So, here's the thing. Everything that's left except for Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. I know reliably that every piece of music inside Aura Wild Hearts fucks hard. I played that game. It never ceased to fuck. Death Stranding, while not a piece of a selection of music that always fucks hard, it will sometimes send me to a dark place and make me think about fucking hard.
It makes you think about your feelings.
Yes.
I hate that, but it's good and important. People need to think about their emotions.
Toby Fox always fucks hard.
Toby Fox is Toby Fox, yeah.
Like, I would not send you to a single piece of music in the Grindstone soundtrack because it all fucks hard. I'd say pick one. Let it fuck. Yuppie Psycho, as I move through this thing, and by the way, I'm still moving through this thing right now. Whoa, boy. You would not need to send me to a single piece of music in order to, like, make the case of this, because this all just slaps. And so I guess what I'm saying is...
There's too much good music. Stop it. I want this to be an easy category.
Is that, like, everything other than Final Fantasy XIV that's here, you would not need to say, well, let me direct your attention to this piece or this piece. You would just say, listen to it, motherfucker.
Okay. Well, Brian, I still think the answer to this is listen to it, motherfucker. But the difference between, I guess, Shadowbringers soundtrack and the, I guess, 4 you just mentioned is literally just length.
Yeah.
And it's not, like, bloated. I wouldn't say that about Final Fantasy XIV soundtrack. I still think it's actually unassailable. But, like, 17 tracks versus, like, 90 is just, like, because of the scope of the game. There's a lot more going on. The same way that Devil May Cry is, like, 4 hours of butt rock. Like, it's still 4 hours. It's actually... Oh, man. I think I'm talking myself into my own argument. I don't like this.
Come on.
I'll give you Deltarune for Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers.
Oh, I don't think I can let you do that. I don't think I can let you do that. Like, the Shadowbringer soundtrack is good. I do agree. But I don't think Deltarune deserves to be cut like that. That's true.
You're right about that. I need to step back. What can I do here?
Rocky, let me ask a question. I fully expect to have this argument wheeled out on me in about 20 seconds. how much of your relationship to this music is tied up to your experience playing the game?
No, that's not true.
Okay.
No, I listen to these tracks like every day. Like I listen to this music when I shower, on my way to work, during my downtime. Basically lived in this soundtrack this year.
If you're living this soundtrack this year, it sounds like it's a thing that should probably be here.
Sure. That's why I'm fighting for it.
And I guess, back to the conversation about Deltarune, we're not trying to create some kind of like empirical industry standard. This is what we think that the industry should say is the best soundtracks. This is Impossible Coin's best soundtracks. And so, like, if that's not who Toby Fox is for us this year, then that's just the way it is.
I do agree that our list should be a lot more personal than, like, say, any industry standard. But I also feel, or we should celebrate the way that we want the industry to, like, act, I suppose. Like, I really like Deltarune's soundtrack, and it's mostly because it's Toby Fox going nuts. He's a legit genius. But also, I don't want to touch Death Stranding, not only because it's very good, but also because it represents a, like, paradigm shift for how music is created in the industry. Like, they're actually pulling world-renowned composers that, like, are classical composers. That's what they do. They didn't come up in video game music, and they're not just the guy who cared about it. Like Toby Fox, like they're people who have success in the music world that are coming to video games and doing that shit right. And I think that's also important to celebrate here as well. And I do really like the Death Stranding soundtrack, but it's not as important to me as, say, Deltarune or Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers, but what the shift that it represents is also really important, and I think that's worth celebrating here as well. Like, I think there is some measure of politics to this. It can't just be all passion.
Ain't nobody out there dying in the streets over Impossible Coin's best soundtrack.
I'm not doing it just for them, but I am doing it a bit for whoever listens. I think that's important. Either way, I still gotta find a real cut, which is, not a great situation to be in. Brad, I want to try to cut Grindstone. Okay.
Fine.
It's your cut, though, Brian.
Yeah, no, it is my cut. But at this point, you're fighting with yourself, because everything that's left is your baby. Yeah, so fuck off. This is yours now. Deal with it.
These soundtracks did not need to go this hard, but I like to think that they did it for us.
I'm mad. I'm so mad. This is so hard. It's not fair. It's not fun. I don't like it. I just want to have fun. I can't do it. I'm being very attacked. I don't like it. I don't want to play this game anymore. Go to conversation canceled.
Oh, man. Oh, Brian, what's going on in that head of yours, man? It's your cut.
Yeah, we just cut Grindstone.
No. My cut was to cut Grindstone.
No,
it's your cut.
It was my cut. I said Final Fantasy XIV.
Oh, you're right.
You said no, and then you said Grindstone.
Oh, no, you're right. I'm an asshole.
That's what happened.
Holy shit, Tegan, it's your cut.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't like this. I don't want to play. I give up.
You have to make a cut. And then I have to, and then we're free, I think, right? Because then that...
No, then we have to pick a winner.
Pick a winner, yes. But yeah, then we're almost free. 2 cuts. Oh, man.
Okay, I can do this. Shit. I can't do this. I'm gonna cut... I hate it. I'm gonna cut Yuppie Psycho. Yeah, right?
I don't know. I've given video games too much power because that caused me physical pain. You said 2 words. Like,
I did. I said 2 words. I mean, I didn't say Final Fantasy 14 Shadowbringers again, so
My
there's
stomach
that.
literally turned.
But I did say 2 different words.
Man.
Rocky, if Final Fantasy 14 Shadowbringers doesn't make this list, I will come to Texas to fucking
That's
kill
fair. I totally get it.
Oh my god, that's
amazing. Can we
amazing.
cut Death Stranding instead?
No, I don't think we can. I don't think we can.
What about...
No, I don't think so. I'm not wrong.
Tegan, you're wrong sometimes. Like,
I'm never wrong.
you're
I don't know
wrong like
what you're
twice a
talking
year,
about.
and you still got one left.
Oh yeah, I do still have one left. You're correct, but I don't think it's cutting Death Stranding. I don't think that's it.
Fuck, it's not Sayonara Wild Hearts. Man, fucking cut Yuppie Psycho. Whatever. It's okay. I'm not gonna die. It's only gonna make me stronger. I'm over it.
God damn it.
Okay. Jesus Christ. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last 4. Death Stranding. Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. Sayonara Wild Hearts. Deltarune Chapter 1.
Moody dot. It's impossible. I don't know why we decided to do this. This is nightmare.
I want to cut Death Stranding.
Because
Because I don't want to cut Deltarune. I refuse to cut Sayonara Wild Hearts.
Sayonara Wild Hearts,
And I can't cut Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. I'm cutting Death Stranding.
I mean, we can cut Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers.
No way.
That's the thing. We're
I'm not
capable.
doing it. Plus, now my life's on the line, Tegan, and I'm gonna live. Like, that's what's gonna go on. I'm cutting Death Stranding.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Tegan, it's either Death Stranding or Deltarune at this point.
Ooh. Ooh. I don't like that either.
No, of course. Sure.
I like that less.
That's what I mean. That's where I'm at. I think this is, like, all of this is going to be painful. Like, this will only end in tears. But I think Death Stranding losing here would be the least amount of tears that we would lose.
I don't know about that. I think Death Stranding arguably is more important than Deltarune almost, but I want to say it's similar. It's got, I don't know if I'm saying the right things. Hang on. I need to get my brain back. It's not coming back. It doesn't
Brian,
matter.
you want to give Tegan a moment to get her brain back and weigh in on this one?
Cut Deltarune. The argument for cut Deltarune was at the beginning of this conversation. I said, "Hey guys, do we want to huddle up and figure out if any of these things are unassailable?" Rocky said no because he wanted to do some like 18-dimensional chess.
Yeah, that's where we're at.
And I guess he didn't realize just how much of these on the list were his children.
Oh no, I knew the whole time. Like all of these, any of this is a valiant death. I still maintain that.
And then he said that we should let them fight, and it should be all like Mortal Kombat and shit. And it's like, here we are. And it almost feels like there's some fucking poetry to the fact that, like, when I said, should we define any of these things as unassailable? And the thing that I offered up as an example of what I feel like there's a measure of humor and irony to the thing that I offered as being the example of unassailable, being the final thing that gets killed.
Brian, but that, and I may be oversimplifying this, but it sounds like you're saying that we should cut Deltarune specifically to spite me.
I think we should cut Deltarune because it's hilarious to cut Deltarune.
Yeah, that's what. But Brian, we're doing something here, Brian. Okay. I'm good.
You okay?
I just need.
Are you sure?
I had to let that one out. That's just all that went. It's okay. None of this feels great. I want to cut Death Stranding. That's what I want to do.
I don't want you to cut Death Stranding.
What do you offer in exchange?
I guess, oh god, fuck, I hate this. I guess Deltarune. God damn it.
That's what I saw too. Okay.
God damn it. I'm mad about it.
So our top 3 are Death Stranding, Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers, and Sayonara Wild Hearts.
And we know what wins, right? Do we all know what wins?
I'm gonna say Sayonara Wild Hearts.
I'm gonna say Sayonara
Brian?
Wild Hearts.
Sayonara Wild Hearts?
It's pretty clearly Sayonara Wild Hearts.
Let's fucking go.
And, 1 second, I need to...
Oh, were you updating now?
There we go. There we go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just the absolute dumpster fire that was. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so that was...
God, that was pulling teeth and a nightmare, and I hate it. Tune in next week. Oh, wait, fuck. We
have 3 more categories, actually. We have...
Shit!
Wait, no, sorry.
Damn it!
No, 4. We have 4 more categories. We have Best New Character.
Damn
Kyoto
it!
Animation presents Best Girl / Waifu, Best Boy / Husbando, and Best Art.
I hate this.
Brian, you gotta start Best New Character. Yeah, it's your turn. You should probably also list the nominees in case someone can't see the list.
Okay, alright. So, category is Best New Character, and our nominees are as follows. BB, Death Stranding. BD1, Jedi Fallen Order. Mama, Death Stranding. You see, Rocky, now I know what your argument could have been to kill Death Stranding, but I'll sit on that. Because that's apparently the way we fucking play, like children. Edelgard, Fire Emblem, 3 Houses. Emmett the Sasquatch from Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. Okay. Mr. Hugo, Yuppie Psycho. Hop, Pokemon Sword and or Shield. Amicia, A Plague Tale, Innocence. The Goose, Untitled Goose Game. And Baba, Baba is You. Who cuts first?
It's your turn.
You do.
BD1.
Yeah, okay. BD1 is cute, but there are better people on here. I mean, also, he's not a people, he's a robot.
Do you want to eulogize BD1?
BD1 is, you're not BB8. He's tiny, and he breaks his leg a lot, and so you have to repair it, and he gets all excited and cute when you fix it. And he kind of, like, chirps around and follows you around and rides on your little back like a tiny backpack. And cute. He cute. But he's cute in the way that most Star Wars robots are, so you know.
Okay. Tegan, you're up.
Alrighty, I'm gonna cut, and I already know everybody's gonna hate this. I'm gonna cut Edelgard. Fuck Edelgard. Fuck her.
Fuck Edelgard.
Fuck her.
Actually.
Fuck him.
Her.
No,
She's
she
a
is.
bitch.
She's absolutely a bitch.
She's a bitch, and she pits all of her friends against each other, and she sucks. Absolutely not. She's a shitty person.
No, she absolutely is a shitty person. Brian, I'm going to talk to you about Edelgard, because you don't know.
She's a fucking nightmare.
No, fuck her.
Edelgard is one of the heads of the houses in Fire Emblem 3 Houses. She is the daughter of the Emperor of, like, you know, the Empire in the game. I'm not going to inundate you with names, but the idea is that Edelgard is a young girl who is essentially a 15-year-old girl that decides she wants to run the Empire, and then she does, with all the wisdom and impulsiveness of a 15-year-old girl. She is savage, she is manipulative, she is surprisingly tender at times, and I don't like her as a person, but she is an excellently drawn portrait of what would happen if an impulsive, manipulative 15-year-old girl ran a fucking empire. And I think it was very well done. The character was excellently handled, and I absolutely hate her. But I think she was one of the best characters. Not one of my favorite people, but one of the best characters that were portrayed and set into the world this year.
Fine, cut the goose.
Well, I mean, it's Tegan's cut.
Fine, Tegan, cut the goose.
Cut the goose. The goose is fun, Alex. Alex, fuck.
Tegan.
I had this argument. No, I love being able to be a little fucking shit in a game, because I'm a little fucking shit in real life.
Okay, no, Tegan, what about cutting Baba from Baba Is You? Like, I think Baba is an interesting avatar that we use as a player, but I don't think they're actually that well developed as a character. I might be wrong.
Brian, is he wrong?
No, cut Baba.
Okay. Fuck Edelgard, though. She's
and the fact that they
shit.
can infuse you with that type of emotion about this character means that they drew something that's worth looking at.
They didn't.
Like a wiener?
Yeah, like a big old dick. She's a big old dictator.
Okay. I would like to cut BB from Death Stranding.
No, absolutely not.
Why shouldn't I? Tell me, Tegan.
Absolutely not. Because he's
Okay.
great. He's a baby. He's baby. You can't cut him.
So Tegan, it's definitely a baby. I know that about BB. But, like, can you tell me about the characterization, the development, the story of BB that
BB baby has more personality than Edelgard.
Okay, that is a take.
That is a take and is an accurate
Tell
take.
me about
welcome.
BB.
He doesn't even go here. He doesn't do anything. He's separated from his mommy, and he gets to watch his dad freak out and be drunk all the time, and then you relive those memories as Norman Reedus because you're connected to his fetus, and like he's so sad all the time. He's so concerned, and you gotta do the little motion where you rock him, and he giggles bubbles that are hearts. He giggles bubbles that are hearts. He gets upset and he looks at the glass. When you're separated, he point at the glass. He want to be with you. No, don't you?
Okay, fine. Tegan, who will you...
I care him.
Who do you offer in exchange, Tegan?
I'll give you the goose.
Oh, fuck, I love that sentence so much.
That's my baby.
Fine. I will accept your sacrifice of the goose.
That's my emotional support, baby.
Oh, my God. That's amazing. Brian?
Oh, Tegan, slow down, Tegan. Slow your roll.
No, I can't. I'm crying.
No, Tegan, pump the fucking brakes.
Okay. Hang on, I need a minute.
Tegan,
how attached... Tegan.
I'm crying, yeah.
How attached are you to this fucking goose?
I would give him up for baby.
God damn it, Tegan, just answer the
That's
fuck. Like, how attached are you to this goose?
I mean, the goose is fun, but baby's important.
So my question is I'm trying to separate the goose from BB. Do you care about the goose?
I do. The goose lets me be naughty in a game without feeling shitty about it.
Are you prepared to fight for the goose?
Not as much as I am for BB, apparently.
Okay,
Right.
talk to us about the goose, I think.
The goose allows me to express my inner little shit. And I feel like where there's a lot of pressure, where people like me feel a lot of pressure to make all of the good choices in video games because you feel bad making the bad choices, the goose permits you to make the bad choices by having them be the only option, and then you feel liberated by doing it. But BB's important, and I did cry,
Okay,
so... There were
Just
real
need something
tears.
else. What about Hop? No, I liked Hop. I'm not cutting Hop.
No,
Yeah.
Hop's good. Hop's a good
Hop
boy.
actually has a really good arc, too. Like, holy shit.
He does. Hop is also in Best Boy, so, like, he is a very good
he's
boy.
also... I'll take the goose. It's fine. I'll take the goose.
Okay.
No, that's not where this
Brian,
conversation was going.
Are you offering
Where
something
was
to
this
save the
conversation
goose?
going?
Well, I just...
Did you also enjoy the goose?
Tegan, if that goose stays, then we need to have the same kind of conversation I just had with Rocky about Final Fantasy XIV in the last category.
Brian's trying to figure out if you care about the goose more than he cares about the character he's willing to give up so you can have the goose.
Oh.
I just need to know how hard you're going to fight for that fucking goose in the end.
I think I'm going to fight hardest for Baby honestly. I think BB's where...
Then honestly, it sounds to me like the goose is not really... Like, it sounds to me like the goose should go.
The goose is good, but the goose is also bad. But that's my son, and, like, you can't take it from me.
When you go into, like, that's my son, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Like, imagine you had an actual child, and, like, someone tried to take them from your arms.
Jesus Christ. Fuck it. Kill the bird.
Bye, goose.
Kill the bird. We'll eat him for dinner. Happy Christmas. Eat him for dinner. You can't kill the baby. You can't kill the baby. Don't kill the baby. You can't do it.
Is the baby a fucking character?
The baby is a fucking character.
The
baby's arguably, like, he facilitates half the growth in Norman Reedus by himself and is integral to the plot. He's not, like... They definitely build it as him just being, like, a set dressing for the thing, but he's a key plot piece. Also, you do get to see Deadman in a fucking shower, so there's that. That was weird. But, like, BB is very important. And, like, at one point, they take BB away from you BB gets sick. Oh my god. And they take him away from you, and, like, you think it's gonna be hard. It wasn't hard because we used Alex's birthday, to be fair. He's a Pisces, so he could, like, see the thingies. But they take him away from you. And, like, Norman is upset that the baby is gone. And when the baby comes back, the baby doesn't remember any of your adventures, and you have to rebond with the baby. And, like, and Norman, like, he'll, like, say a thing about the baby, and then be like, oh, yeah, you're not here right now. And he's really sad. And it's very emotional. And then you get reunited with the baby, and, like, he holds it in its little case thing, and, like, the baby, like, turns over and is like, yeah, you're a dude. But, like, he doesn't have the same, like, level of excitement as, like, you're back! And, like, oh, it's so sad. BB, I love him. That's a baby. That's a baby with real, whole emotions. Whole adult range of emotions. Oof. Ugh. Sorry, I got, that baby's not dying. I'm fighting for him.
Okay, well, Brian, you gotta cut up. You're next.
All right. Hop.
No, thank you.
There was already a conversation about cutting Hop. The topic of cutting Hop already came up. Yeah, so here we are.
What if instead we cut Emmett?
I don't want to cut Emmett Selk.
He's got a weird-ass name, though.
Emmett Selk has a super weird name because it's old and, like, vaguely Eastern European. Emmett Selk is the major antagonist of Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. But, and this is a little weird, he pals around with you for a while, despite the fact that it's very clear that he's the major antagonist. He's the reason that everything bad is happening, and you know it, but he's also sort of immortal, so, like, you couldn't kill him. Like, you couldn't just straight up fight him there. And he actually has a pretty tragic story. You know, he's the last surviving member of an ancient civilization that was, like, populated by, like, immortal superhumans, or at least they were immortal at the time. And everything that he's doing is trying to get back to that place, rebuild that civilization. And on our end, or, like, the player's end, he's, like, you know, committing genocide and, like, creating, like, all sorts of incredibly convoluted, like, wars and, like, conflicts on, like, global interplanetary scales or whatever. And it's because, like, he considers all life at this point to be fragmented versions of what he did before. So he doesn't consider himself, like, guilty of genocide as much as, like, we consider ourselves, like, genocidal against ants, you know? Like, that's what he's, like, that's his perspective. And it's actually, like, it's not malice or, like, hatred that he really has for, like, anything else. He just doesn't care. And that's shitty, definitely. But he didn't sound wrong, and not, like, in the joking way, like Griffith did nothing wrong. Like, from his perspective, he probably is doing everything right. But like from our perspective, he's killing us, so we gotta fight him and shit. And so like it felt weird fighting him, and I think it's because the way that they like drew his moral dilemma and the way that they developed that character and the way that he was voice acted and like portrayed was really convincing and good. So I don't know. I think he was a really good character. I also...
Is he better than Edelgard? Because it sounds like you just picked Edelgard, but
Edelgard, I think, is different, but specifically because she's a young girl. Emmett Silk does have a similar plight, I suppose, but I'd like to keep them both here. I'd rather cut Mr. Hugo. Mr. Hugo is also the main antagonist of Yuppie Psycho, and he has a pretty big twist to his story. He starts off as your boss, and like he's, you know, like the sort of like inappropriate but kind of bumbling boss, but he's actually like his job is a lot different. Like it's not just like, you know, securing profits by any means possible or whatever. Like he's also like protecting the witch and like feeding her people, and like he does that secretly behind like a veneer of like a happy-go-lucky bumbling boss. And I think that's really portrayed very well. And as you play through the game, there was also like you learn more about a plot where like where people were trying to like kill the witch before, and they had a real good shot at it, and Hugo's the reason they failed, and that's like how that alliance got formed. And he's like, you know, climbing up the corporate ladder to like ultimately become the CEO of the company. Like that's his plan. And I think the way that they did Hugo, where like he was immediately recognizable, like I understand this dude, and then they like peel him back slowly, where you're like, oh fuck, I don't really get this dude. And he's like a very well-designed, multi-layered character in this, you know, little 16-bit horror game. But I realize I'm protecting 3 right now. I might be doing too much. Brian...
I mean, you're also protecting Hop,
I'm also protecting Hop. Brian, go ahead and cut Edelgard.
Yes. I hate her. I hate her. Getting her out of here. God. Garbage.
Okay,
Garbage! Put this trash on my
Tegan's
lawn.
cut or was that Brian's cut? Okay.
It's my cut.
Brian, are you cool with cutting Edelgard?
No! Cut Hop!
No, I don't want you to cut Hop. Hop actually takes an interesting perspective. He is your rival, or one of your rivals, in the new Pokemon game. But instead of, like, being, like, you know, a dick, like Gary, who's just, like, shows up and, like, he's always ahead of you, and he's just, like, smell you later, like, the whole time. Like, he's actually, like, genuinely, like, really good. He's also the younger brother of the champion, and he's going through the Pokemon Challenge because, like, he feels like it's his destiny to, like, be the best Pokemon trainer like his brother. He wants to do that. But over the course of the game, like, while he is a talented battler, he's not as good as you, mostly because, like, you're the player, but also battling isn't the thing that he actually cares the most about. And like his journey to like find out what his place is in the Pokemon world, especially it being a destiny not centered around battling, is a big jump for the Pokemon series, but also very well designed as like a rival. I thought it was really good.
It turns out he's not the rival.
Yeah,
you're
like
the
you're
rival.
the bad guy.
You're the dick who keeps showing up and
so then I guess I'm confused. Why were we already talking about cutting Hop, but now like Hop?
Because I wasn't I was thinking of Hai from the previous Pokemon game, who was actually a bad character. They have very similar models, and they share some animations. So like I got them mixed up in my head for a second. Hop
Hop's
is a good boy.
Okay, all right.
He deserves. I think he deserves to be slightly higher in this list, but maybe not like.
Yeah, I don't think he's the best new character, but he's a character we're talking about. That's why he's here.
He's a character that the Pokemon community has fucking fallen in love with. Whereas Edelgard's a bitch.
Yeah, but like,
God,
they
I
made
hate
a
her.
really good bitch, Tegan. You know there are a lot of like evil characters that was like, yeah, you're evil. I'll beat you, whatever. I don't care.
She does the entire story, and she doesn't even fix the thing that caused her the problems in the first place. She's just like, okay, I destroyed the church, I guess that's fine. Also, I killed all my friends. Fuck that, right? Like, what?
Oh, man.
God, she's garbage. She's stupid.
She is stupid, and I think they did it on purpose. If they didn't do it on purpose, I'll take back all the praises that I did, but I'm pretty sure they did it on purpose, Tegan.
I don't know. I guess fine. Title card.
Okay. Cutting out Elgar's fine with me. I'm actually fine. She's a terrible person.
I don't
absolutely. But, like, she's also a well-designed character. Like, that's all I'm saying. Tegan, it's your cut.
Yeah. Okay, so we got BB from Death Stranding, Mama from Death Stranding, Emmett Selch from Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers, Mr. Hugo from Yappy Psycho, Hop from Pokemon Sword and Shield, and Amicia from A Plague Tale Innocence. Is Amicia the main girl, Brian?
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Nope. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna cut Mama from Death Stranding.
Would you like to eulogize her?
Yes. Her story is part of a series of quests that you go on to get the ability to sever the shadow things from the earth, basically. So what you do is she's been helping like develop your tech, and then at the last bit of her story when she gives you this tech, it's like an upgrade to your handcuff thing. And she tells you all about her. And basically, she has a sister who got married. They wanted to have a kid. They couldn't have a kid. So she decides to be a surrogate mother for them. So she ends up very pregnant when the first void out happens. And she is trapped in the rubble and very pregnant at 9 months. And she gives birth in the rubble long before people find her. And then the baby she gives birth to is one of the things.
The BBs?
No,
the
it's not a
BTs?
BB. It's a full-on... Yeah, it's a BT. She gives birth to a BT.
Terrifying.
Yep. So she just has this BT that she has to carry with her as a baby because it is tied to her. And so the reason she's able to do all these work on this technology for that interacts with the BTs is because she has a BT. So she can see how the technology reacts without putting herself or anyone else in danger to test it, basically. And she asks you to test her latest invention by severing her connection to this BT, which she has been caring for as a baby. And so basically, you have to send a baby to the other side, to the death part. And it's very sad, and then she dies. Because her connection to the BT was what was keeping her tied to this earth. Also, because the BT was both her baby and her own BT, and by severing it, she dies. And then, but since her BT was already created, her dead body doesn't cause a void out. And instead, she asks you as her final wish to deliver her to her sister so she can say she's sorry. And instead, you're just delivering a dead body. And then and then afterwards they're like, oh, well, she didn't cause a void out, and she didn't turn into a BT, so now we're gonna see what the fuck is up with that body. And then everyone else, her sister's just experimenting on her sister's dead body to figure out why she didn't turn into a BT. It's very sad, and I only knew her for like 10 minutes, but like, she was a good character, but she wasn't as good as BB. So.
Fair enough.
Oof. Emotional. It was sad. It was very sad. But now we have the power to, like, sever BTs from the earth as long as you get really, really close to the little cord and you snap it with your handcuffs. Technology's weird.
Technology is weird. I want to cut Mr. Hugo. He's a very good character. The other characters I gotta deal with, I'm protecting a lot. My load is heavy, so I'm just gonna line the load on that one. Shout out to Mr. Hugo. Also, fuck Mr. Hugo. Hope he dies in a fire, but whatever. It's done. It's over.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Brian.
Gonna do murder.
You're gonna murder our boy.
Gonna do murder.
He's gonna murder our boy. I'm okay with that, though.
There are 4 characters left.
Yep.
This is the final murder.
It's the final countdown. I did it bad on purpose.
Let's kill Emmett Sasquatch.
I'd rather you kill Hop.
Tegan, how do you feel about this Hop person?
Hop is a very good boy, but I don't know. I don't know enough about Emmett. Hop's a very good boy, but, he's also in the best boy category, and I think he'll fare better in that, so I'm okay.
Okay, then that is that.
So we got our top 3.
Mm-hmm. BB, Emmett Selk, and Amicia. Brian, who's Amicia?
She's the main character in Plague Tale of Innocence.
Alright, so, Amicia is the protagonist in A Plague Tale. And A Plague Tale structurally feels a lot like The Last of Us. But what A Plague Tale does, as far as separating the player experience from The Last of Us, is instead of making our protagonist a steely-eyed white dude with baggage, which there are a lot of in video games. What Amicia is a tween who is struggling with her parents' relationship with her younger brother. Hugo, he's kind of he's sick all the time, and Amicia's mother's attention is always around Hugo because of Hugo's health. And her father is trying to get Amicia to reconcile herself to it's okay, your mother doesn't love you any less because she spends so much time with Hugo. And Amicia and Hugo are kept apart because of Hugo's health. So she hasn't even really seen that much of this sibling, which has effectively taken her mother away from her. And so in Act 1 of the game, when Amicia and Hugo's parents are killed, in addition to the very real considerations of fleeing these invaders and fleeing these swarms of rats and dealing with all this plague bullshit, we have a story of a young woman who has to deal with her own feelings of now being thrust into constantly dealing with a younger sibling who she barely knows. It is a full glass of emotions when you spend most of a game holding hands with a character who you have spent multiple years of developing teen angst and resentment toward. And so this game is all about understanding her mother's motivations, learning the language to effectively communicate her feelings to her brother, learning what her feelings are toward her brother, defending her brother, and all while against the backdrop of the goddamn plague, going through tween girl shit. There's a point where you're about halfway through the game where she meets a boy, and
is he cute?
It's cute, but there's the plague and all, she's a very, very human character against this catastrophic historical background and issues of sibling rivalry and loneliness, and how we deal with growing up. are all like very, very human story notes and executed very, very well in a game which is like governed by a lot of like internal monologue in the way that it tells stories. Its story, a lot of like what happens is like Amicia thinking or Amicia whispering to herself. And so like we're in this character's like head all the time. Like whenever she gets separated from Hugo, like the way she reacts to it. It's a good thing to even just get like some of the basic constructs of like, you know, a video game space with this kind of character. There's a point in the game where you're like traversing like an absolutely just terrible battlefield and where there has been some real terrible shit that has happened. And it's stuff that she's like totally emotionally unequipped to see. And like, how many like body-strewn battlefields have you traveled through in video games?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably a lot.
A bunch. Yeah, a bunch.
A bunch.
A bunch.
And, like, I always find it to be a more effective experience when, like, when characters react in a way where, like, the scale of that horror is acknowledged. You know, and previously, I think that, like, the best example I could think of was in the game Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons, where at the time that it happened, the brothers are literally microscopic. And so as they're traveling the field, like the bodies around them, like seem gigantic, which is just trying to like communicate the scale of the horror. But like Amicia just sees this shit and just like can't deal with it. Which I think is like a very sober and appropriate reaction to that kind of horror. And so like the experience of like dealing with her parents' choices, learning to love her brother, while also at the same time having to grow up rapidly because of what's going on, and the way she reacts to the world just makes her like a really, really cool and inviting character that pulls you through an exciting game. The game would not have been the game it was without this character. Had Amicia not been Amicia, it would have been Last of Us, but with rats.
Oof.
I'm trying to do the math here, and I'm not sure how to do this.
I mean, I don't think Emmett wins this.
I don't need him to
category.
win, but I don't know who should win.
It's hard. Why is everything hard this year? I say that every
You
year.
do, but this is also a pretty good year for video games.
Video games, stop being so good. Make this easier on me.
Tegan, I
next year,
swear to God, if we get a shitty year of video games because of this, I am never going to forgive you.
If we get a shitty year of video games because I have that much power over the video game industry by being like, please, the choices, they're too hard, then, like, I don't know why I'm wasting my
Fair
powers
enough.
on that.
Yeah. So what are we going to do here, guys?
Rocky's concern, if we would have just put it out there, is that oftentimes when we reach this situation, pretty clearly somebody is willing to throw in with somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't seem immediately obvious.
That's a real gentle reading of that. But yeah, it looks like we're pretty entrenched on this one.
If it helps,
Yeah.
I'll put it this way. I am not going to perform the emotional labor of defending my choice any further. This is exhausting and not terribly fun. So if somebody wants to just tell me that they want my support, I'll give it to them.
I would also
support.
like Brian's support.
Me. No,
You
I
did
said
say
it first. I said it
heard
first.
you, but
Brian, support my unborn and for always and forever unborn child.
Fine, there we go.
Yay, I win!
Your best new character, BB.
Yay! He blows heart-shaped bubbles and is great. You should play Death Stranding.
oh man, these next two are going to be fun.
Are you kidding? I'm going to get to play
Fuck
Hearthstone.
off, Brian.
Brian. I start best girl. Ha ha! Ha ha ha!
Okay. All right. No. Before we get started here.
Oh, don't even get me started.
Okay. Listeners, I'm trying to get an idea as to how long you can just fucking skip ahead or...
Wow.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Is that 7 fucking characters from Fire Emblem?
Some of the best girls in the business, dude.
Dump this category in the fucking sea.
To be fair, Fire Emblem traditionally has excellent boys and girls. I mean, okay, to be fair, we could have added more boys in the Fire Emblem category for best boy.
No,
we could have actually added more girls,
here.
for being honest.
No.
Yeah, we could have, but, like, we could also fucking cut Heather
Oh my god.
right now.
Dude, I swear to god.
She's garbage.
Brian trying to give them a whole...
Brian, are you making a best Fire Emblem girl character?
He's trying to make a whole category for them because he
Section?
doesn't want it. He doesn't want to do the emotional labor. He didn't want to...
Brian, you gotta fight with us
You
over
gotta
these
do
boys
it, Brian.
and
It's
girls.
important.
You gotta.
Nope. I swear to fucking Christ, if we sit here and, like, have an actual... Somebody make that right. Make my A correct.
Do that. No, I'm not helping you here, dude.
I'll help.
Thank you, Tegan. Like, if we actually sit here for 98 years to fucking decide which one of these Fire Emblem Jagovs, like...
Should we just do best Fire Emblem character then?
Oh my god.
No.
Because then we can stick all the girls and all the boys in one category.
Like, we just... How many Fire Emblem lads are there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them.
There's 5 of them?
Yeah, I might add another one, though, because Rocky didn't add my favorite Fire Emblem.
Wait, I see 4 Fire Emblem lads. Where's the 5th one?
Dimitri's up at the top.
Oh, God, there he is. Jesus Christ.
I gotta add more, though.
Oh, man, Brian just can't. This is really funny.
That's it. Fucking quarantine.
No, also, Tegan, I didn't put Sylvain, so I knew you were going to put Sylvain.
Yeah, he's a good
Alright, quarantine them.
Quarantine them? Jesus, Brian.
You're
what
quarantining the boys?
Brian's creating an internment camp for Fire Emblem characters. I want that to be on the record.
Fucking fine. I'll run on that shit. I will run on a campaign.
It's okay. I guess this is now Rocky's list. Like, I'm gonna create a list of the Fire Emblem characters I can save. Because Brian's all putting them in the camp somewhere.
There we go. That's it.
All right. All the heads here.
Fucking drastic steps had to be taken.
But sure, whatever.
This is... Listeners, I did this for you.
That's who we did it for. Because the podcast economy was going to collapse if we talked about Fire Emblem characters with everyone.
It really could have.
I swear to God.
God. All right. Fine. Okay. So I
don't know if you want to do this category first, or if you want to put them in the middle, or if you want to do them after.
There.
Yeah, we'll do them in the middle because there's a nice transition of girls and boys, and then boys. So I think we're good.
There you go. We have a new category this year.
We have a brand new category that we just added right now live in front of our studio audience, which is you, listener. Okay, so I'm doing category 4. Kyoto Animation presents Best Girl and or Waifu. And our choices are Parvati from The Outer Worlds, Mama from Death Stranding, Nessa from Pokemon Sword, Cadence from Cadence of Hyrule, Susie from Deltarune, although it does say Deltarune parentheses Susie, so there's that.
I'm sorry.
Y'shtola? Y'shtola, yay! Okay, Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers, Lucy from Children of Morta, Linda from Children of Morta, Mrs. Sosa from Yuppie Psycho, and Katie Hicks from Yuppie Psycho. Fuck, I can't. Yuppie Psycho. Sorry. Whoo, boy. All right. I get first cut. I'm gonna cut Cadence from Cadence of Hyrule. Because I could just play as Link. Or I could play someone else, but I could just play as Link.
Holy shit! Oh my god, why would I play Cadence?
I killed Rocky.
Link? Oh man! Oh fuck, I'm dead. Holy shit.
I think I killed Rocky. Is this the episode I finally murder Rocky?
my god!
Brian, I killed him. Brian, I did it. I killed Rocky.
Tegan?
Yeah?
What did you do?
I just said I'd rather play Cadence of Hyrule's Link.
I mean, I'm assuming there was some underlying trigger that was used. This feels like some Manchurian Candidate shit here.
I'm actually also simultaneously released laughing gas.
It's like, fucker, we can play his Link. I'm in there. Dog, are you for real? Okay, no, okay. I think I'm back.
You know what? Rocky, here's the thing, though. If in Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers you told me I could play as 9S instead of my avatar, I would also do that.
You can't do that. Like, there's a 9S Glam. It's been around for like 3 years.
Fuck! Why would I make my own avatar then?
Well, I mean, like, I guess you wouldn't literally be at 9S. You would just look like 9S. That's not the same thing.
No, I want to be 9S. I want to be that boy.
The same, I guess.
That's my boy. Brian introduced me to that boy.
But honestly, I'm cool with cutting cadence. That's just really fucking funny to me. Oh my god. That was like the most Tegan way to deliver that. It's like, it's just like, Cadence of Hyrule. I'm gonna cut cadence because, like, why would I play as Cadence so I could just be Link?
Why would I? I don't know. That wasn't a hard choice for me.
That was really good. I like that a lot. Can we cut Mama from Death Stranding?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
She is a very good girl. She's not waifu material, but she's very good.
That's how I felt. I just wanted to be sure. Okay. Brian, you're up. What do you want to
do? Let's cut Ishtola.
No thanks. You can have Lucy, though, I think. No, not Lucy.
Alright, cool, fine. Thanks, sold.
Nah, yeah, you can have Lucy. It's okay. Lucy is the youngest daughter of the Bergson household in Children of Morta. She is an aspiring pyromancer. She discovers her gifts in her early, I think she's like 12 or something. And she is trying to gain control of them. There's a nice little scene where, like, she's starting to practice and then she accidentally sets herself on fire. And it's, like, really terrifying. The whole family's really concerned. And then, like, they all run out, they pat her down. And then she's okay. And then they kind of laugh about it. And then she grows throughout the game. Not, like, literally, like, an age or size or anything, but she develops her powers and, like, finds her place, like, as part of the Bergson family, defending the world from, like, demons and whatnot. It's cool. I liked her a lot. But she's not best girl. She's just a pretty good girl. Teacher up.
I'm gonna cut Mrs. Sosa.
Okay.
I mean, over Katie Hicks, you know?
So Miss Sosa, I think she's weird. She's great. She is a spooky goth lady in the office. She's kind of off-putting at first, but she's an interesting conversationalist. She runs the video club Mysterio in Sintra Corp, and she's a good friend. And like it was when she was like taken away and is in real danger, I worked pretty hard to bring her back, and I was happy for it. I think she's great, but she's not best girl. It's fine. I want to cut Susie from Deltarune, if that's cool with everyone.
Yeah.
Like, Susie is fun, and she is fueled by the power of Mean Girls, and I love her for it. But she's also, like, legitimately terrifying, and I don't think that's what we really celebrate here at Best Girl. So, like, we're just...
Yeah, I think
we'll let her go. Brian, you're up.
Ishtola.
I'd rather you cut Linda.
Okay.
Brian's like, I don't know any of these
Brian
characters.
never cares about Best Girl. It's fine.
Alright, first of all, fuck off.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just because
That's
you don't
not
thirst
true.
for 2 and 3D characters, Brian, doesn't mean you're, like, the bad guy in this situation.
Come on.
No, I'm just saying that, like, I'm pretty sure that, like, if not last year, the year before, like, I campaign for the winner of the category.
I do remember that happening, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that did happen, yep.
So...
My memory is only like 4 seconds long, my dude.
Yeah.
We record a show, it's gone. That's a lie. That's a slight exaggeration. I'm gonna cut... I don't know if Rocky's gonna fight for Kate or Y'shtola more.
God, Y'shtola.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut Y'shtola too.
I keep saying it.
Yeah, you do keep saying it. I know he's not gonna cut Nessa. He thirsty. Rocky did not like that. Rocky will remember that.
We'll remember that, Tegan. All right. I am yelling a lot today, and maybe I should yell less.
That's okay. Usually I yell. Well, usually I yell, and I just don't feel like it.
Okay. I really like Kate Hicks. I think she's great. But I love Y'shtola. Jesus.
This category is a lot easier now that Brian took all the Fire Emblem characters out.
Oh, it's okay. Now we're gonna fight about Fire Emblem characters for like the same amount of time. Like it barely matters. Fine. You can cut Y'shtola.
Okay. So our top 3 then are Parvati from Outer Worlds, Nessa from Pokemon Sword, and Kate Hicks.
And your winner is Parvati.
Yeah. Yes.
Who is Parvati?
Yep. Parvati is the asexual lesbian mechanic from Outer Worlds. She's great. She has an adorable storyline where she finds one of the girls at the like a spaceship docking area really cute, and she wants you to help impress her. And so like you have to get her fancy clothes and get her fancy food and get her like some perfume or some musk or something, and then like you try and set them up on a date, and then you have the option to sit in and listen to them talk on their date, and then you have to eventually leave. And then they tell you how the date went. And depending on what you got, depends on how the date went. And she's good, and soft, and pure, and the best fucking adorable girl ever.
Okay.
Nissa could murder a man, but, like, honestly, it's her fault for picking the grass gym leader as her fucking rival. That was stupid. Dumb move on her part.
I still love her.
Okay, who's in charge here?
I am actually.
Okay. May I be excused?
What? No, fuck you. You were gonna sit here. We made a new category for you.
Brian, you made the new category. You have to sit through it. You have to suffer.
Actually, if I remember correctly, Brian's presenting this one. It's Brian Cartwright presents Best Fire Emblem Character. We have Marianne from Fire Emblem Three Houses, Hilda from Fire Emblem Three Houses, Edelgard from Fire Emblem Three Houses, Manuela from Fire Emblem Three Houses, Dorothea from Fire Emblem Three Houses, Ingrid from Fire Emblem Three Houses, Petra from Fire Emblem Three Houses, Claude from Fire Emblem Three Houses, Ignatz from Fire Emblem Three Houses, Felix from Fire Emblem Three Houses, Raphael from Fire Emblem Three Houses, Sylvain from Fire Emblem Three Houses, and finally, Dimitri from Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Brian hates all these people. This is great.
No. Oh, that's really funny. Okay, so, of these. Okay, this is all of them, right?
Yeah, that's all the ones we...
I would like to open by saying, fuck all these
You already
nerds.
opened with that.
Yeah, you did that.
You
I didn't
did. You've
say
said
that.
it 3 times now.
Okay. I would like to just say, fuck all these nerds.
Okay.
Do we need to... Should we look up a character roster for you so you can look at all these nerds?
No, I don't want to know anything about any of these
okay.
people.
I want to cut Raphael. I don't want to cut anyone, but I'd rather cut Raphael right now.
Mm-hmm.
No, Raphael shares the name with a Ninja Turtle. Pick somebody else.
Well, I mean, it's my cut. What are you going to give me instead, Brian?
Anyone that's not a Ninja Turtle? Fine,
I'll
Dimitri,
give you
not a
Dimitri is
Ninja
one of the
Turtle.
best character arcs in this whole goddamn game, Brian.
Dimitri's a fucking feral lion.
You will
Absolutely
show him
not.
some respect.
Okay.
Cut
Fine,
Edelgard.
Felix, he's
Fuck
got a name like a
Edelgard.
cat.
She's
No,
Fuck
fucking
him.
Felix is
trash.
actually a very good character, and he's kind of in love with Sylvain. So, like...
Yeah, he's kind of in love with Sylvain.
Fine,
No
cut
way.
Sylvain.
Sylvain's one of the best characters.
Sylvain drinks respect women juice.
Also,
Absolutely
yeah,
not.
actually he's a disaster bisexual, and like he's a pretty great character.
He is a disaster bisexual. Him and Felix are Sylvain and Felix are like
Marianne.
Fuck it. Out.
I really like Marianne. Like she's one of the
this category
she's
is
one
a
of the shy
disaster.
characters that you have to like spend time getting to know.
Yeah, well, that means she won't stand up for herself. Fuck her. She's out. She's out.
No way.
Marianne's out.
I'm cutting Raphael. You haven't given me anything I want to cut.
Well, that's not how this works, Rocky. I asked to be excused. You wouldn't excuse me. Raphael's gone.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to make a cut, and like, I'm the...
Yeah! And I'm the chaos element now.
Okay.
I'm the chaos element.
Yeah, you're not wrong, because Brian has no horses in this race. It's just you and me. Rocky, might I instead recommend Manuela?
Okay, I'll accept Manuela. I like her.
Okay.
She's a sassy, like, older drunk lady. That seems like she'd be really fun at parties.
Oh, God.
But, you know, she doesn't get a lot for her arc. It's mostly because she's a has-been.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine, I guess. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Okay, now it's Brian's turn.
Felix.
I'd rather you cut Raphael.
I don't know. No, he's got a name like a Ninja Turtle.
What about Petra?
No. That blonde lady from Jane the Virgin, she was named Petra. She's nice.
Petra's not nice? Did you watch Jane the Virgin?
Look. She has a redemption arc. They're clearly redeemed.
She is ultimately redeemed, but she's never been nice.
Look,
I remember.
asked to be excused.
No, that's fine. Okay, what about... I'll give you Ingrid.
Take it. Which one did I want?
Huh? You wanted to save Raphael.
Felix, yeah. I was out.
No, don't... Yeah, no, cut Ingrid over Felix, yeah. She interrupts the bromance.
She
really
Felix,
interrupts the
Felix.
bromance. She should just fucking date Dimitri, and she won't do it, and she keeps ending up with Sylvain. It's fucking frustrating because Felix should be with Sylvain.
None of these substitutes are acceptable. I am steadfast in my convictions, and I care deeply about cutting Felix.
Why
and
would
I
you
will
want to
accept
cut
no
Sasuke?
substitutes. So cut Felix.
No, I refuse.
It is this...
Cut Edelgard.
No, I am steadfast in my convictions.
Fine, cut Felix. It's your cut.
Fine, but we're saving Sylvain. He's a good boy. He doesn't deserve this shit. His battle brother just died.
He has to live on.
Can't believe you can't respect the battle brother bromance, Brian. The fact that I got through that entire sentence without stumbling is amazing.
I'm proud of you.
There were too many B's.
Taking it to your cut.
I'm gonna cut Ignatz.
I'd rather you cut Edelgard.
Oh, okay. I will accept Edelgard. That's trash and he's off my lawn.
Okay. Can I cut Petra now?
Yeah, I think you can cut
I want to
Petra
talk a bit about Petra, because we haven't talked about her yet. Petra's a foreign exchange student at the school, and she is under the Black Eagles banner under Edelgard. She doesn't speak the language very well, because her home country doesn't speak it. But if you delve into her story a bit, you find out that she's actually a political prisoner. Like, she's supposed to be the princess in her home country, and the Empire is keeping her in the Empire so that they can use her as a bargaining chip to make sure that the leaders of the country do what they want. And they're having her go to school at this military school, which is probably a lot like the education she would have had back home anyways. And she is, constantly looking for a way out, but she's being, held captive in a country, in a foreign country where she knows almost no one. It's a whole deal, but it's pretty compelling. It's a good character, but there's other stories to tell.
She's got some really nice supports with Claude.
Does, actually. Because Claude is also foreign.
Claude's handsome. I like them.
Later, Petra. Brian, it's your cut.
Dorothea.
Okay. I'm okay with you cutting Dorothea.
Dorothea is the hot one.
She is the hot one. That's her deal.
She is the hot one. Like, that's her character design trope is the hot one. Her shirt, her, like, uniform is low cut on purpose, so you can see her titties, whereas all the other girls have, like, their titties hidden.
So like, the
titties.
school is also, like, built for, like, nobles and royalty, to basically, like, train them up so that they can, like, lead people in the battle later. And Dorothea is neither noble nor royalty. I think the story, the way that it's written, is that it implies that she actually slept her way in, like, from being a commoner. And she's also from the Empire, and she's just trying to, you know, climb up the ranks to try to make a better life for herself. She wants to be an opera singer, which is why she looks up to Manuela. And so, like, they make it look like at first that they're going to be, like, catty with each other, but they're actually super supportive. And it's really great. She's a solid character. I like her. But, you know, bigger fish. Tegan, it's your cut.
I'm going to cut Ingrid.
Oh, that's fine.
Ingrid's cool, but, like...
I thought she was going to be cooler than she was, which is...
Yeah, I hate her post-time skip hair. I really do. She cuts it really, really short, but still has, like, the braids that go, like, behind her head. And, like, her and Sylvain have some really cool, like, childhood friend stuff going on, but, like,
I want to cut Raphael.
No, absolutely not. Shares the name with a Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, but he is a big, soft, good boy, but, like, that's basically all he is. He's got really big, strong arms, so he can hug his friends really well.
That's actually a good point. Brian, like, this Raphael is actually the opposite of, like, the Raphael in the Ninja Turtles.
It is a compelling argument. Okay, well then how about Hilda?
Brian, like, I know you didn't play this game, and I know you won't play this game, but you would have loved Hilda.
You would have loved Hilda. Hilda's great. Hilda, like, fucking, she uses an axe, and she fucking crits all the time, and so she'll, like, slash through someone and then go, Hilda, Hilda, Hilda.
She's actually the younger sister of a noble house, and, like, her older brother is going to rule the house someday. That's cool with Hilda, because she just kind of wants to kick it. She doesn't want to fight or rule or anything like that. She delegates all her work away. She just wants to hang out, be lazy, and drink tea. And
go shopping.
Definitely window shop. She loves shopping. And, like, the pro tag, like, as the teacher, what you realize just by looking at her stats, like, she is actually a very great unit, but she doesn't want to fight. Like, she would prefer to just sit in the background whenever she can. And, like, it's not, like, because she's, like, afraid or anything like that. She's just chill. Like, she just wants to hang out forever, and I fucks with it. But, I think at this point we can cut Ignatz. Ignatz is, for all intents and purposes, a nerd. He has some pretty good magic stats later on, but, like, he's, I think he's the second son, and, like, he has no chance of, like, taking the royal house. So his family wants him to become a knight to, you know, bring, good, tidings and, like, stuff to the family. I forget what the words are.
But he wants to be a painter.
He just wants to hang out and paint. And he's a pretty good painter. And everyone's like, you should definitely be a painter. It's like, no, I can't. My family would never forgive me. They would completely disown me, even though he's a pretty good painter. And, like, that's...
And, like, all he does is, like, hang out in the library and goes, like, man, I love all these books. Man, I wish I didn't have to do any war stuff.
Yeah, so, Brian, cut the nerd. Come on, man. Do the right thing.
Cut the nerd.
Cut the nerd. He's got some really cute conversations with Marianne, though. They're really sweet.
Guys, make up your mind. I'm only going to carry water for this for so long.
We're getting there. We're down to 5. Nope.
We're down to 6.
We're down to 6. You only got 3 more to sit through. Marianne, Hilda, Claude, Raphael, Sylvain, and Dimitri. And Raphael is not making it, Brian. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's not going to make it. No way. Tegan, is it your cut? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Raphael's not making it. I'm cutting him.
Nah, no objections.
There are better boys on this list, Brian. There are much better boys on this list. You should fuck with this game.
No, I'm sorry. I'm committed.
It's fine.
Are you fucking kidding?
This is what I get for not being excused.
Yeah, I know you're doing this to punish us. Like,
you mean
it's
this
fine.
is what we
like,
get
it's
for...
just... We gotta get through this list. If you want to protect Raphael, I guess, like, you can, but you need to offer something in exchange. It's still Tegan's cut.
No, I don't. Fine, no. Sylvain.
No!
There you go. No.
Sylvain's great.
He's great.
Sylvain drinks his Respect Women juice every morning.
Look, This is how this works. There will be 3.
Yep.
Yeah, I know there will be 3. And the problem is they're all good characters. That's why there were so many of them on the goddamn lists. Hilda's great. Marianne's soft. Hilda and Marianne should be, like, an option, but they're not. Which is stupid. They're good. And I didn't even put the other viable option for Hilda, which is Casper, on this list. Because, like, that's just it. Casper's big and dumb and would do anything for Hilda. And Hilda would be like, yes, do the things for me so I can chill.
That's their dynamic.
That's their dynamic, and it's good, and there's no brain cells in that photo.
They have cotton candy hair, yeah. But Brian, it's Tegan's cut. And, like, unless you can convince Tegan to not cut Raphael, she can cut Raphael. Those are the rules.
Well, I'll tell you what, as long as we're going to adhere to those rules in every category, I'll underwrite it right now.
Oh, Jesus.
Fine, cut Raphael.
I mean, it's literally how we've been doing this for 3 years.
Has that been how we've been doing it for 3 years?
Much. I mean, sometimes, like, a person can, like, stay their hand and decide to not cut something out of concern for other people, but that's their choice. Like, it's not like we can force someone to not cut something.
Yeah, that's true. Raphael's big and strong and good, but, like, he's not the best dude on this list. He's a pretty good, like, heavy armor unit, though.
Actually, he's really good as, like, a champion. Yeah, his brawler tech, like, brawler, like, axes, is insane. I crit for, like, 200 once with him.
Nice. Oh, well, dang, okay.
God. Oh, fuck.
Let me respec him then, jeez. I think this is where
I'm cool with cutting Marianne. Let's just do that. Marianne's great. She's very soft. She seems really shy. She doesn't seem like she's talking about it much. But apparently she has a curse that she'll turn into, like, some demon werewolf someday. And, like, you gotta help her stay that, like, curse or whatever. And her arc's pretty cool.
Yep. She's got a really good magic stat.
That, yeah. Brian, your cut again. Hey, it's the last cut, actually.
Dimitri.
I'd almost rather
I know,
cut
right?
Claude.
That feels shitty, though. No, but
Yeah,
Claude's, like, in the second act, doesn't do a lot. He's still just definitely just Claude.
No, he really
Dimitri's,
doesn't.
like, transforms. Incredible.
He's Claude, but he's like, but also now I'm actually in charge, and like I have to lead these people instead of just being like, yeah, we're all part of the same house, and I'm the team captain.
Yeah.
Ha! He's like, oh shit, I'm in charge of a country
It's
now.
like he grows up without actually growing up. Like, without any, like, real character development. Yeah.
Yeah. Dimitri goes from like a polite young boy who's quite pleased to be assisting and being taught by the professor how noble to like a fucking feral man, a garbage boy, an absolute trash demon. And you're just like, what has happened to you? And it's like, Edelgard had his entire family killed, and then she started a war on the church, and she stabbed out his eye. She's his sister.
Oh, that's another thing. Tegan, you didn't actually play through Black Eagles, right? Because, like...
no. I didn't need to play through Black Eagle. She's a piece of shit.
No, Tegan. Because I know you played through Blue Lions, and, like, a lot of that stuff's not actually true. Like, Edelgard didn't have Dimitri's family killed, and I don't even think she's, like, responsible for cutting out his eye. Okay, that's not important. Anyways, Brian, will you accept Claude in place of Dimitri?
Fine.
Okay, then we have our top three. Just Hilda, Sylvain, and Dimitri.
It's Hilda.
It's Hilda. She's the best.
It's Hilda. It's Hilda.
Okay, Hilda's the best. She wins.
Hilda.
Okay.
Sylvain and Dimitri could suffer in the Blue Lions. They're both really good, but like, they're
Brian,
not as good
this
as
is your
Hilda.
category, can you present the winners?
Your winner is Hilda from Fire Emblem Three Houses. Your runners-up are Sylvain from Fire Emblem Three Houses and Dimitri from Fire Emblem Three Houses. Here in Best Fire Emblem Character.
You know what the
Fuck
really
all
funny
these
thing is, though,
nerds.
Brian? I don't think any of these characters would have really made it in Best Boy or Best Girl. Like, that's the...
Yeah, they really wouldn't
could
have.
just eliminated them, but you wanted to make a category. Oh man, this is amazing. Let's do Best Boy? Who's Best Boy? It's wait, this is actually Brian's start. Brian, you start Best Boy / Husbando.
God. All right. Oh, the category is Best Boy Husbando? Because there's a question mark there for some reason.
Would you bang these boys?
Your nominees are Luigi from Luigi's Mansion 3, Kevin from Children of Morta, Joey from Children of Morta, Ralsei from Deltarune, Thancred Waters from Final Fantasy XIV: Shadowbringers, Grahatia from Final Fantasy XIV: Shadowbringers, the Admiral from Monster Hunter World: Iceborne, Hop from Pokemon Sword and or Shield, Raihan from Pokemon Sword and or Shield, Dell from Gears 5. World premiere.
World premiere. Exclusive.
Who's your first cut, Brian?
The Schick Hydrobot, which is not nominated. Kevin.
I'm okay with cutting Kevin. Tegan, it's your cut.
Let's see. Ba-dum-bum. I'm gonna cut Dell
Who is Dell?
from Gears. An excellent question. Who is Dell? I played Gears 5. I don't give a shit about any of those dudes. Why is that funny?
I was just like, I rode that ride. I got that t-shirt. Fuck them.
Fuck 'em, feed 'em beans, man. Whatever. Who's this jerk off? I don't know. Who he, Brian? No one cares? No one
All right,
cares.
Fuck them.
bye,
Fuck
Dell.
'em,
Fuck
feed
'em.
'em beans!
I got my
Gears
can
5
opener out. These beans are gonna we're feeding them. We're feeding them.
Gears 5 should have been good, and it was just bad.
Damn,
so,
I heard good things
fuck
about it.
It's those big open world sequences in Gears 5 where, like, anytime Gears 5 is being linear, it's, like, mostly good.
Yep.
But then for some reason, they're just like, okay, here's a large open world section. And you're like, okay, what am I going to do in here, video game? And they're like, I don't know. And it's like, game, you need to have a better plan than that. And they're like, look, you could go around the whole map.
I mean, also, they're like, hey, we've got some big story mystery, but we're going to tell you the answer to it in the opening.
Oh my God.
Cutscenes. Fuck that. Garbage.
Well, it sucks.
Ruin your own plot line. Fuck it. God, whatever, man.
Damn, did Gears make it a biggest disappointment? Just double checking.
Yeah,
Oh, it is
I'm
here.
going to have
Yeah,
to check
it's
on
here.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, I put it there.
All right. Is it my cut?
Believe so,
I want to cut
sir.
Ralsei from Deltarune. He's a good boy. He's not the best boy. He is soft and good and very shy. But, yeah, that's about it, I guess.
No other discernible
I mean,
characteristics.
yeah.
Soft, good, shy. That only gets you so
True.
far. Just ask Marianne.
Rip Marianne. Oh, but God. I know this non-canon, and it doesn't have anything to do with the characterization. With the memes that came out of Marianne getting that basketball outfit were fucking choice. Like, fucking incredible.
Yeah, they were. They were.
Okay. Brian, it's your cut.
Joey.
From Children of Morta?
Yeah.
You can cut Joey.
I'm gonna cut Giratia.
Granatia is like, he is a good boy. He guards the Crystal Tower. He's the reason you got pulled into this weird Bizarro world or whatever. Yeah,
Oh,
right.
fucking thanks for that. I didn't sign up for
But
this
it's really
Isekai
important
bullshit.
because you got to take down Emmett Selk because he's going to destroy all the worlds or whatever. And like, basically sacrifices himself so that you can continue fighting in the mid game, and in the end game he comes back and he like summons all your friends from other servers to fight with you. It was neat. It was a really good cutscene. I love it so much. But he can go. It's fine. He's not best boy. Can I cut Luigi?
No. Kidding?
I mean, what? Like, how is Luigi best boy? Like, can you...
Luigi,
Oh my God.
Well,
he respects all people living and dead, except for evil people.
courage is more special when it is not the default. And Luigi represents every person who stands tall out of duty, not like a desire to be some kind of like reckless vagabond who's just like down for this shit. Like, at no point do we get the sense that like Mario is personally terrified whenever he is on his adventures. Like, he sees Bowser, he's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to dress up like a raccoon and I'm going to own you. You know, or like, I've got this fire flower. Here I come. Oh, you're firing shit at me? That's like that's a bullet with a face on it? Fuck you. I'm coming for you. Oh, you have an army of turtles? Some of them even fly? Get fucked. Oh, this is a weird house filled with ghosts and I have to like work to find out how to get out of here? That's fine. Still coming for you. Luigi is terrified at every turn. And like, his best support system is some kind of weird jackass.
Who keeps fucking accidentally letting out King Boo.
Yeah, like, EGAD is not exactly what you would call an A+ support system. But yet, Luigi's here anyway. He's here
to help.
And it for him is a personal struggle. It's fucking hard, but he knows he needs to do it. And I'm just saying that bravery is better. Courage is better. Courage tastes better when you know that it is like, you know, it is an imposition. Like Mario, like, I really get the sense that even if fucking Bowser wasn't kidnapping Peach, that like, he might be one of those like adventure tourists.
He'd go fuck that man's shit up.
Sure.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
He'd be like, I'm gonna do a crossover with my friend Sonic, and we're gonna take on Eggman, because I'm bored.
Yeah, like, fuck it, man. Sonic, you want to go to Sarajevo? Let's go.
Sure.
Also, guys, stay tuned for Mario and Sonic Travel to Sarajevo, coming 2021.
After the Winter Olympics. May I recommend Rayhan instead?
No. You can have the Admiral,
man.
though. It's fine.
We're down to 4.
It's Brian's cut.
Luigi's Mansion. Luigi. Thancred. Waters? I can't say his name. Hop and Rayhan.
I think that, what was it? What was it? Thancred? Thancred? Pancreas water?
Yeah, hot dog water.
Yeah, hot dog water. We're cutting chocolate starfish.
I'd rather you didn't.
Who would you rather sacrifice, Hop or Rayhan?
Rayhan. Like, I think Rayhan's actually a top tier as Bondo, but he doesn't get a lot of characterization. He's a good double battler. He uses dragon type Pokemon. He's really into how he looks.
Well, is this category about characterization or is it about Bondo quality?
Well, here's the thing, though. Rayhan is definitely... He's husbando quality, but not for us. He's only got eyes.
That's true. He is really in love.
You can't convince me otherwise.
Oh, man. Yeah, so, like, it's not us, I guess. Not our husbando. So I'm cool with letting him go. It's fine. Wait, hold on. Brian, do you accept Rayhan?
I do.
Gotta make sure. Yeah,
Look at
top three.
tops.
Luigi, Banquet Waters, and Hop from Pokemon Sword and Shield for Best Boy / Respondo. My vote goes to Hop, actually.
I think my vote also goes to Hop.
Well, it sounds like Hop's our winner.
He's
He is
a good boy.
He had a really good arc.
He deserves to win! Why can't I let Hop win? Why can't I lose to Hop? Let me lose to Hop!
No, but...
Let Hop win!
So one of my favorite things that Pokemon Sword and Shield did is that, like, when you beat Hop, for a while, he's banging his head against it. It's just like, shit, like, I must not be good enough. Let me go try harder. And then, like, when you actually make it and you're, like, the champion, like, you guys fight again, but he realizes that, like, I don't need to be your rival. That is not the best use of my time or, like, my energy. I'm gonna go try to do something else about Pokemon. So, if I can't be the champion, and honestly, I was only really trying to be the champion because my brother was the champion, he decides to, like, get into Pokemon research because that's something that he's earnestly interested in. And, like, I think that's really good. It's a really great arc for a rival, and, like, a really good, like, response to that situation. It was healthy, it was brave.
It's basically like the entire story is not you discovering that you're, like, the best at Pokemon. It's Hop discovering that he doesn't want to be the best at Pokemon. He wants to do something else. Whereas you're just like, alright, let me steamroll you again.
Alright, and Tegan, I think you have the last category.
Yeah, last category of the day! Woo! Best art! Best art! Does it look aesthetically pleasing? Does it tickle your artistic sense? Does it make you question your reality?
Does it stroke your eyeballs?
Yeah, does it do that? Does it give you the warm tinglies in your body? The category people representatives are Sayonara Wild Hearts, Wargroove, Yuppie Psycho, Indivisible, Astral Chain, Sinking City, Link's Awakening, Yoshi's Crafted World, Baba Is You, The Untitled Goose Game, Tint, and Grindstone. Dun 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 dun. Dun. Yeah, we did it. I said all those names correctly. And now I gotta oh, I don't think I said the word indivisible, but I pretend I did.
Oh my god.
You said it.
Oh, okay, good. Like I said, it comes out of my mouth and vanishes into the ether. I'm gonna cut Untitled Goose Game.
For sure.
Okay. Neat. I was expecting a fight. I don't know why I was expecting a fight.
Goose Game.
I think you're probably expecting a fight because the way that game looks is probably one of the things that game does best. It's got a good look. There's a little visual touch, which I think is one of the best things in that game, which is there is a head turn that the goose does when there is a nearby asshole possibility.
Mm-hmm.
Where, like, they program the goose to, like, kind of just, like, crane its big goosey neck. Mm-hmm. When there's somebody nearby to fuck with, or something that can be fucked with, he'll, like, kind of turn his neck a little bit, like, eh? And it's a little visual touch, which is so fun, and the frustration animations are a lot of fun for the people. That's fun, too. And it's got a nice, clean, simple look, which translates well to all of the platforms that the game is available on.
Yes.
That said, I think that there's games here which are probably more visually interesting.
I agree with that. Art is Rocky's
I want to
turn.
cut Baba's You. Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, nope.
Okay. So, the reason I am specifically interested in Baba Is You in a art category is something that happens about a third of the way through the game. So, like, right around the time that you think that you got a handle on the game. And you're like, all right, game, I've got all your moves. I see your ass. I know what's going on here. They introduce as a puzzle element the ability to turn art assets in levels into individual pushable words. And then later on, it goes back and forth. Then you'll have words become art assets, and art assets become words. And coming up with art assets that do that seamlessly while also being charming and cute to look at is a tough ask. There's also like a very, very specific kind of visual nostalgia that this game is going for, which is a type which isn't often served. You'll oftentimes see like games going for like the color palette of like NES games, or the color palette and sprite style of like Genesis games or SNES games. But Baba Is You, the color palette of the game is very much like a ZX Spectrum game. Like the ZX Spectrum had these like very, very specific, very intense, bright colors, which were always used against very, very stark black backgrounds. And it's strange because like I'm not sure why the color choices the ZX Spectrum don't get used more often in video games now. Those bright colors are cool. That color palette is cool. I don't see it getting used a lot. So it was nice to see some of those colors again in the game, because like you don't see them often. Like that, it's weird. Like that particular shade of yellow that is used for the flag in Baba Is You is like one which definitely like has historical precedent in games, but doesn't get wheeled out all that often. And the nice crunchy black background makes all the bright colors very satisfying. Baba is a cool looking, easily like understood and memeable avatar. All of the other individual like art components, like, because part of the whole idea of like Baba Is You is there's so many times in the game where you are not Baba, where you like change yourself into something else in order to solve the puzzle. And so that meant that like in addition to coming up with like one really great avatar that you had to like, there had to be a bunch of other great avatars that you'd really like for like whenever you were those, like whenever you're the robot, or whenever you're a skull. And like every one of those art assets looks really cool. And it all breaks down to these discrete components that have to be able to like assemble and be broken apart really, really easily, because of the ability in the game for everything to become words or become art at the drop of a hat. And that's a lot of asks. It's essentially as tall a ask as something like, say, Super Mario Maker, like where you're asking for the components to be that individually versatile. And I think it was executed really damn well.
Let's cut Astral Chain.
Yeah, it wasn't as impressive as I thought a Platinum Games game was going to be.
It definitely could have looked better.
I think the good test for a Platinum game is, at any point, did an enemy throw whole churches at me?
I don't think that's an art category, but you know.
It looks really fucking cool when it happens.
Yeah, that's okay. Maybe it is an art category then. Maybe I'm Maybe I'm the idiot.
No, Tiki, you're not an idiot.
Maybe I'm the idiot.
I just think that, like, there is an incredibly high watermark for the highest watermark when it comes to, like, Platinum games.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
When they do really hit it, they really fucking hit it.
Also, gentle listener, this is not anybody bagging on Astral Chain. We're just saying that, like,
there's better stuff here.
Yeah, like, if you want to fucking Platinum like there's no tomorrow, like, please consult our pamphlets. We have them.
Yes, please, may I recommend Astral Chain to you? It is great. It is really a great game. That's why it's in so many freaking categories up here. It's just, there are a lot of great games. Why can't there be like 5 great games so that this is easy and we're just arguing over like the greatest of the 5 great games because everything else is the biggest disappointment? I want to argue over what upset me the most.
We have categories for that.
We have categories for that. It's called biggest disappointment.
Brandon, it's your cut.
Oh. How would everybody feel about cutting Wargroove?
I'm okay with cutting Wargroove. The art is
I'm okay with
great.
it.
The art is actually pretty great, but it's not the best. There's other stuff here.
When I looked at this category, Wargroove was one of 2 games that I looked at and said, how'd this get onto this list?
Wow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was one of 2 games that looked like an outlier to me.
I'm interested in what the other one was. I mean, I assume you're going to cut it on your next go-around, so...
Yeah.
I won't ask, but I'm also curious.
Yep.
I mean, I did ask, but you know.
No, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Tegan, it's your cut.
I'm gonna cut Sinking City.
I'm alright with that.
God damn it.
Oh, is that the other one?
Yes.
Sinking City is very, stylistically sound for what it does. But, like, there's cooler stuff here. There's more colorful stuff here. And I am a child. I like pretty colors.
I want to cut Yoshi's Crafted World.
Are you sure
Change
about
my
that?
mind.
So Yoshi's Crafted World is assembled as though it's assembled as though it's like a diorama, right? You see the front, and it's very much sort of like along the lines of Yoshi's Woolly World, and that like everything is like very nicely presented on the one side, and like it looks very sound, and like Yoshi's Needle Felt, and everything's got like its own unique textures, and that, but like textures that make it look like the real world object, and like all through that. But then you get to go to the B-sides, and the B-sides show you how everything is assembled. So you get to see the tape and the glue stains and the staplers and like the whole everything that's making that thing sit up the way it's supposed to sit up on the front end. You get to see the whole back end of it. And it's really cool. And it's all put together literally like somebody actually sat and like assembled the whole thing and then was like, this is what you need to design. So it's very cool like that. And I'm not, I think it should be a little higher than this.
What would you suggest I cut instead?
How about Indivisible?
Indivisible's a really pretty game, though.
It's really pretty, but I don't know.
Nope, that's not gonna happen.
Aww.
Anything else?
Man. No. That's what I'd offer. Like, it looks good, but, like, it also looks like an anime-ass anime side-scroller fighting game.
That's a
like,
big fucking deal, Tegan. I feel like...
Yeah, I don't know. It's not a big deal to me.
Like,
it's not a big deal to me.
No, it's because Tegan's used to watching anime, and I totally get that. I really do.
Yeah.
But, like, there are so many anime-ass video games that fucking suck, Tegan, and, like...
Well, just because it's a good game doesn't mean the art itself makes
the
it
animation
a good game.
in Indivisible is so fucking lush.
Yeah,
Is
and
it?
not just,
So
like, in
lush.
cutscenes, like, through, like, standard gameplay. Everything's really great.
Like, everything has got like a fucking billion frames in it.
I will have to trust you guys. If you want to fight for it, fine. Fine. That's fine. I'll let Yoshi's Crafted World die, but I'm not happy about it.
If you want it to live longer, I would be willing to let Tent die at this point.
That's a worthy sacrifice. I accept it. Brandon, it's your cut.
Why don't we cut...
I feel like there was an end to that sentence at some point.
Yes,
I mean,
there was.
is,
And
but
then
the problem is he's thinking.
the sentence, I gave birth to the sentence, but I now have to bury it in the woods because it died, and then the sentence will come back to haunt me. It is.
Now it's getting hard.
Rocky, how long do we want Sayonara Wild Hearts to live?
That's an interesting... I'd like to hear your argument for cutting Sayonara Wild Hearts.
No, Rocky. God
I know.
damn it, that's
I heard
not my
your
fucking
question. I'm rejecting its premise, and I'm asking a different one.
Oh, God. Never fucking mind.
Brian's not here to, strategize this year, which is interesting. You're still strategizing like he's actually strategizing, but he's doing what I do and just being an agent of
fine.
chaos.
I mean, he's allowed. I don't want to cut Sayonara Wild Hearts. Brian says, how long do we cut Sayonara Wild Hearts? We have two very different perspectives here. And if that's what he wanted to know, that's fine. It's cool.
Oh,
yeah,
so
my answer is never. But Brian's just... Uh-huh.
Right, Rocky, just pick fucking 3 and let's move on with our lives.
Okay.
I don't have the patience.
Then what do you want to cut?
I just don't. Baba is you.
Really? I mean, you spent 10 minutes defending it.
Yes, I did. I care about it. I like it. But I really don't have the fucking patience for this format anymore. So cut Baba as you, because that'll get us closer to you picking 3, and we can move on.
Okay. No, cut Sayonara Wild Hearts, man.
No, goddammit.
Mm-hmm.
It's my pick.
Okay,
we
you're
just
right. I
talked
can't
about
stop you
how,
from cutting Baba's show. Go ahead.
That's right. That's the format. You can't offer me anything to take
that's
Baba
fine.
as you.
I just think it's fine.
I asked a question in good faith. You refused to answer.
I didn't
so now I have
refuse
to respond
to
accordingly.
Well, I didn't refuse to answer. My answer is never. But it's fine. Tegan, it's your cut.
Here I will cut Yoshi's Crafting World.
Okay. I'll cut Yuppie Psycho.
Why are we cutting Yuppie
Because I don't want to cut Sayonara Wild Hearts. I can't cut Indivisible. I'm not going to fight Tegan over Link's Awakening, and I'm not going to touch Grindstone. That's why.
Okay.
You're just I'm
I'm
not
going
going
to fight you over Link's Awakening. That sounds stupid.
I tried to do that last year. It didn't work out.
No, it really didn't. Oh, man.
Was that? Nope, it wasn't last year. It was 2 years ago? 2 years ago?
ago.
Longer than that? Maybe longer than that. That was at the first year.
We're year 3 now, so it would have been 2 years ago. Your cut.
So this is my cut?
Yeah, your cut.
Grindstone.
Okay, so we got our top 3. Link's Awakening, Sayonara Wild Hearts, Indivisible.
My vote goes to Indivisible.
Yeah, I'll let Indivisible have it.
Tegan, do you want Indivisible to win?
I want a lot of things, but Link's Awakening made it into the top 3. Honestly, it is a remake, but it's a complete redesign, and I think the choices they made were absolutely darling and worth it, but I'm happy with it being in the top 3.
Tegan, if you pick Link's Awakening, then my vote is relevant. That's all I'm saying.
Well, but you're gonna pick Indivisible.
You don't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, fine. I'll pick Link's Awakening. That's my camp. That's my camp, and no one wanted to fucking fight me for it, so...
Now, you guys haven't seen Agent of Chaos yet. And
You're gonna pick fucking Sayonara Wild Hearts! God damn it! God damn it. As soon as you said Agent of Chaos, I knew that was happening. God damn it. Sayonara Wild Hearts looks cool. But it's also, mostly pink and purple.
It's
okay, wait.
But it looks like we have a 3-way tie. There are no runners up.
We just have Brian's favorite, Rocky's favorite, and Tegan's favorite. That's one way to do it, I guess. That's certainly one way to fucking do this.
So everyone, to recap, we had our vote for Best Sound Design. The winner, Sayonara Wild Hearts, and the runners-up were Luigi's Mansion 3 and Grindstone. Next was our Yoko Taro Presents Best Soundtrack, a.k.a. Best Bop or Best OST. The winner was Sayonara Wild Hearts. Runners-up Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers and Death Stranding. Then we had Best New Character. The winner was BB from Death Stranding. Runners-up were Emmett Selk from Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers and Amicia from A Plague Tale Innocence. Followed by Kyoto Animation Presents Best Girl/Waifu, winner being Parvati from The Outer Worlds, runners-up Nessa from Pokemon Sword and Shield, from Pokemon Sword, and Kate Hicks from Yuppie Psycho. Then Brian Cartwright presented Best Fire Emblem Character. The winner was Hilda from Fire Emblem Three Houses, followed by runners-up Sylvain and Dimitri, also from Fire Emblem Three Houses. Then we had Best Boy/Husbando, the winner being Hop from Pokemon Sword and Shield, runners-up being Luigi from Luigi's Mansion 3 and Three Waters from Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. And finally, we had Best Art, finished with a three-way tie of Sayonara Wild Hearts, Indivisible, and Link's Awakening.
Fantastic.
Well, guys, this was our show. We do it every week. It's called Impossible Coin. You can grab it from iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, or Spotify. There's music beginning and end of this podcast produced by our friend Big Sach. You can find him on soundcloud.com/BigSachNJ or on Twitter at Hillary_Swank. Our logo and t-shirt were designed by Lauren Moran. You can find her on Twitter at Lauren Moran. And consider donating to our Patreon. Speaking of Patreons, we have one too. And we'd appreciate if you threw a couple bucks our way. And you could see show docs and even follow along on our Game of the Year show doc once these episodes drop.
And I'd love to give a shout out to some patrons, thanking them for their patronage of the show. Big Sach, thanks for your support. And Rocky, I believe, again, there is a patron who asks to be thanked in some specific way, and I think that you know what it is.
Yeah, Sigurd Albert, or the premier waifuologist, Sig.
Hey, Sig. Let us know if we got the waifu thing right. You may as well.
Say, as
premier.
A premier waifuologist.
Yeah, he should know from our list whether or not we actually picked the right waifu.
Yeah, okay.
We did, but it's whatever.
Well, thanks for listening, folks, and peace.
Bye!
It's official.